check.
Mr. Potion.
Well,
What happened last time on Legends of the Lost Empire? I can't remember. It's been so long.
I'm gonna remember.
It has
Skip the last part.
so we walk outside. Beholders, flame skulls, all the good bullshit that everyone needs in their adventuring life after walking outside their magnificent mansion. Very anime style, you know. Good kickoff to the show. We defeat the fucking enemies. We finally get a moment to breathe. We start heading towards our destination to get a boat so we could go out to the ocean and triangulate on the goddamn point of where Jacob probably is, of the lost city. And then we decide to report back to Ang for, well, more or less peace of mind, and also hoping that, you know, there's not a fucking mass army of undead waiting for us this time. Go through the library, we scout it out, everything seems quiet, 2 guards across the street, could go through the college, but it probably wasn't a great idea. People go invisible, I disappear with Aiden for a night on the town and having, you know, wonderful romance scene and all that shit, and then fucking absolute clown car happens in the other fucking end where a mage walks out the door. And the guards are like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Are you robbing? You doing shit? And then, like, you know, a voice comes in from the side from Zeren. It's like, there's a ghost. He's like, you summoned a demons, bro? And then everyone, like, fucking booked it because he banished two guards and, you know, got to rest in the mansion, plan and, you know, make sure everything was good. They've realized after that Aiden and Ku were not there, as we, you know, were having our night on the town. In the morning, after, you know, a lovely day, we fucking send fucking APOD pictures of where we're at, and then we start heading towards the party of the fountain we originally showed up at in Ang. And it was at that point that the disguise of the lifetime, the jester hat, was put on to Mage. At that fucking point, we arrive and we, you know, see them, the guards see them, the guards run over and try to arrest them. Mage does a little jaunty dance, which is fantastic.
They do a funny little.
They clap them in irons unnecessarily because apparently 2 people being lost in the Grey Void stunned for a minute is like mentally traumatizing somehow. It's just the safety of these men, but nonetheless, we pick up here where mages and irons, we're trying to lockpick them with our invisible mage hand so we could just get the fuck out of here. And you know, there's a crowd gathered around probably at this fucking point.
Don't forget the part. I was gonna say, don't forget the part where Zeren offered to show Adelante's boobies to the guys.
Not only said Adelante, take off your armor, but make your boobs huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zeren also had an episode, right, where you went berserk.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. I forgot.
There was a werewolf moment. Yes, that was the bulk of the session. Besides the fight against the undead beholders and flame skulls, was dealing with a Zeren who went a little bit out of control. Speaking of Zeren, the moment that we ended off on, the point on which I called it last session, was when Zeren was had resolved to physically grab and throw one of the guards that is currently holding Ashen away from him. So, Zeren, why don't you kick off for us as you grab this man? Can I get an athletics check to grab and throw him? Alrighty. Which direction are you going to throw this guard? As you grab onto him, beating his strength check by more than 10, and heave him off of the ground. He is holding a sword, spear, and a shield, but does not seem to wear much in the way of armor.
Okay,
You
I got
draw
time
me
to
with
talk.
your ruler.
Can I throw him against this guy, or both of them? So they are, like, unbalanced, and we can run?
Absolutely you can. With a 32, you shove him into his 2 friends, who both stumble back and make dexterity saving throws. I'm gonna say a 14 is gonna succeed and a 12 is not. This guy and the one that you threw are both going to land in a tangled heap of limbs, prone, with much shouting, as this guy is going to turn shocked to look at you, Zaren, who he thought was just an imbecile throwing coins. You've now just thrown two people a combined 10 feet. At this point, we're going to roll into initiative. You guys can tell me what you're doing in turn order.
Eating a kebab.
Everyone please roll initiative.
the yeet is what killed me.
Yeah, yeet.
He just 32 athletics. Yeet.
Goodness gracious. There is already a magical mage hand on the field that was on its way to Zaren, which I will pop down momentarily. Alright. Conjuration hand. Say the hand is like here-ish, and it is controlled by Josh. Alrighty. With a clatter and a shout, two men fall over, causing the guards that were making their way slowly across the square to dart into action as one of them takes off running towards you, trying to barge through the crowd. He's going to lose a little bit of speed trying to do so. This guard here is going to aim his spear at you, Zaren, while still maintaining his hold over Ashen's arm. Ashen, you were effectively grappled by this guy. He takes his moment to prepare an action. Don't come any closer! Pointing his spear at you, Zaren. As the others shout and run towards you. The guy you threw is going to start picking himself up and is going to step back towards you, Mr. Big Boy.
Mr. Big Star.
Getting some room for himself. That's it. I don't know what's wrong with all of you, but you're going down. He's going to swipe at you twice with his spear that seems to be half spear, half longsword. 14 and a 16, which you just effortlessly dodge out of the way, one and then the other. More guards continue running. They can't get through as easily through the crowd of people. Who? Your mage hand is on its way. The last thing that was said to you was Caitlin made eye contact with you and Aiden in the crowd and just like, come here.
Easily enough. As we're gonna scooch the invisible mage hand to mage and try and lockpick that shit real quick.
Sure. Thieves' tools with the mage hand.
The delicious thieves' tools.
Yeah, they pop open with a clang. And the guard holding Ashen's arm looks down in surprise and shock.
Alright,
That is, I believe, your action to command your mage hand.
Yeah. And I will tap Aiden on the thigh, like, come on, get closer. And
He is holding your free hand.
you know what? Hold on. Yeah, we'll get a little scooch around here. And share the space with my chain.
Dragging Aiden with you.
Yep.
Okay. The guards continue running forward. As this one runs, he is going to get to here. Use his action to help this guard on the ground. As a bonus action, he is going to rally the guards around him as you watch them all sort of bolster each other as he calls out to them in a language that Adelante would know is a sort of a desert shorthand that was developed in Ang because it was so separate from the rest of Paradise. It's not used often except outside of military scenarios.
Yeah, dude.
This guy is also going to stand up. And he's going to address the three of you. Stay back! Don't get any closer! We don't want to involve more of you than we have to. He's gonna try and reassert a hold over Ashen's arm. Ashen, you can contest this athletics with acrobatics or athletics yourself. Your DC is 20.
Oh, 11.
Alright, he is going to grab again onto your arm, but you are not encumbered other than that. The manacles fully fall to the ground. Running forward, more and more guards are clustering around. Zeren, it's your turn again. You shoved a guy, and it all went off like a kicked hornet's nest. Val, if you can type out your.
Oh no,
what your
I
turn
was
is.
sorry. I was
Oh.
talking, but my mic didn't pick up.
Hi.
Oh hi. So Zaren's obviously not gonna try to hurt them anymore, or like
Injure them or kill
injure.
them.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that. We need to buy some time for him to. I think Zaren's just gonna push this guy. So
Okay, you just step down. And you're gonna shove that guy away from Ashen again.
Yeah.
Contested athletics. You get an 18. You shove him. Again, 5 feet away, he stumbles back. And you break the grapple that he had on Ashen's arm.
Can I shove again?
You can chase and shove again, however, this guy's prepared action is going to go off. He's going to swipe at you for a natural 20.
Okay.
You get a slice across your arm for 17 slashing on a crit.
Okay.
You are not raging, so that is the full damage. But if you would like to step forward again, you can shove that guy, or you can shove the other person off of Ashen, or try to.
Yeah, I wanna do this guy.
Okay.
So
Once
roll.
again, athletics.
And you said 17 damage?
Yes.
Ah,
He also rolled a crit fail, so he got an 8 and you got a 14. So you shove him away as well. Stumbling back towards. Oh, actually, I assume you would shove him this way, sort of,
Yeah.
right? Away from Ashen.
yeah.
Okay. Breaking his grapple as well. Alright, that is your 2 attack actions on your turn. Do you have a bonus or any further movement that you want to do?
I would like to
What do you
move. Yes. I know that I'll get opportunities of attack, but I will move right there.
The guy to the north of you is going to swipe at you. You seem to be a fairly big threat, but a 14 is going to miss your AC.
Just to block them from getting to Ashen. Then that's all.
Alrighty. Then we'll go to the guard again. We're going to continue forward. This kid's gonna go charging right through the hedgerow. Get up to you. He had to dash to get there. They're all coming at you as more and more guards are clustering up. You can see them beginning to fit their shields next to each other. The slashing movements of the sword spears coming over the top, flashing in the morning light. Adelante.
Yeah. Probably, definitely get closer. Seeing as we're gonna have something happen soon, then I think I'm just gonna sort of step in between here, but not do much of anything else. Yeah, because I don't want to fight anybody, so I'll just stay here and run defense essentially.
Yeah, but what is Adelante doing? Like Duren's shoving and fronting on these guys. You get up,
imposing
you're not,
herself in between Ash and the guards so that they can't stop it from doing what is going to happen. Probably the teleport that I'm assuming is going to happen.
Okay, so basically just pull the shield and shove it against his chest.
Yeah, essentially, just push them off of them.
All right, physically force space.
Yeah.
Alrighty, then we'll go to another guard. Who's going to run in and just say, "Take them all!" and swing the longsword at your armored self, Adelante. But a 12 and a 23? Oh, actually,
23 will, 23 me.
Okay, then that's going to be 9 slashing. So he'll come over the top of your shield and get you across the cheek and collarbone almost. Malia.
Hello. I'm very stressed. But
Really? Why?
okay, she's going to. What's the range on this? 50 feet. Yeah, we can get everybody. Yep, okay. She'll use Wish to cast Mass Suggestion on all the guards.
Okay. How many people can you charm with an 8th level Mass Suggestion?
Up to 12 creatures of your choice.
Does it upcast if you go higher than the base level? 'Cause I know
higher, it lasts for longer. The duration
Lasts
is
for
30 days at 8th level.
Good lord! Okay, what commands do you give these people that they'll have to follow for the next 30 days?
Well, before, because a bunch of regular people are watching us.
You choose the 12 people.
I choose the
Up.
guards.
Okay, you choose the closest 12 guards, so that's
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and who's lucky number 12? This one? This
Yeah.
guy over here? Okay.
Who's the closest? I mean,
That's
she'll
the
preface
last
it
one.
first before the spell activates. I'll just say it.
Well,
she'll-
actually, there are only 11 in range.
All right, she'll project. You know how powerful we are. We are on a very important mission with the world at stake. I apologize for the disturbance, and then we'll activate the spell.
That is not a suggestion of a course of action.
No, it's not yet, because I'm gonna
Okay.
close with that, because everyone else is listening to us as well.
For sure. Okay. I
We
like
mean-
that preamble.
We mean no harm. These two are guilty of nothing else but idiocy and negligence. I suggest you let us leave, and we will no longer be a problem for you.
Okay. What is your spell save DC currently? Can you paste, or you don't have max suggestion on your sheet? Can you please tell me what your spell save DC is? I roll
God.
11 wisdom saves for you.
Oh gosh. Wait, where is that?
Top
20.
of your spell page. 20. Okay. These guys need natural 20s to succeed. 2, 3, 4, Okay. Fail, 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 fail. The highest any of them rolled was a 19.
Nice.
So the 11 people standing closest to Malia all just kind of go, oh, and kind of like relax their stances slightly as much as you can within 6 seconds. As you watch all 11 people that you targeted be convinced that they should just let you leave. That makes total sense.
Oh my
You are now concentrating on... Is Master just even concentration?
I don't think so.
No.
No, it just
Okay.
happens.
You just did that.
I will look at Ashen and Ku and be like, we need to leave.
Yeah, no shit.
Let's go.
I assume with that, Malia, you'd like go and grab something of Ash's and grab something of Caitlin's, knowing what it. You guys are all familiar with teleport at this point.
Yeah, just to get all together.
Okay. I'm gonna slap you there, and then we'll go to Ashen's turn. Ashen, you are unbound. Your friends are all around you, protecting you. And there are some free manacles on the floor next to your foot.
I'm gonna pocket these manacles.
Cool. Free action. You pick up the manacles and put them in your pocket. One of the long chain and the two floor foot manacles are hanging out a little bit, like a lanyard on a string of keys.
Stealing from the government.
Always morally correct.
The most liberating thing ever.
Head count. Who are we missing? Oh, Ku's under the hand.
Yeah.
I pull out the branch I took from yesterday. Within 10 feet. And I use it as my catalyst to cast teleport.
Alrighty.
Quick kidnap a guard.
There is no.
They have to be willing.
There is a snap, a crackle, and a flash, and you are all gone from where you were before.
Malia makes that sound.
Things around just starts to laugh. That was too funny, guys. Good job.
That could have been really fucking bad.
I've never had a run-in with the law before.
Really? That's your first time?
Obviously, yeah. Do I look like a troublemaker to you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't help you to choose what you look like.
Right. Well, not sure what happened, but, we're here. It's good. Sorry for the delay in the morning.
I'll tell you what happened. They wanted my hat, and then Zarin would go up to Mage and snatch it off.
Also, there was a ghost.
Okay, that was fun.
That part did make me laugh. I can't.
Oh yeah, the ghost. There was a spooky ghost.
The spookiest of ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad nobody got possessed.
You don't want to mess with that ghost, so
Yeah, we're not going back there for a while.
we'll mess you up.
Yeah, probably not.
Technically, I could go back whenever I want.
Have fun with that.
go back, I would make it within the next 30 days.
Mm.
That they just let us go again.
Well, not all of them would, right? It's only like.
Well,
You-
do they even know they were magicked on?
I think when it
yes.
ends, they know.
Most
Does it
charm
say that?
spells you do.
But
And
does
also,
it-
there's
Double check.
like 100 people who just saw you cast that on them.
Yeah.
I mean, but did
The
they?
witnesses snitch.
Only sorcerers can cast spells without people knowing that they didn't do it. The very specific ability to negate that downside.
Because there are other spells that say the target knows that it was charmed when the spell ends, but this doesn't say that
Does
here.
it not say?
Yeah, unless I think the thing is that like you there are some things that like I know I am cognizant of the fact that I was just mind controlled, and then there was I woke up having just done something I would never have done of my own volition, and I go, oh, I guess I was mind controlled, but you don't know for sure. The example and suggestion is like giving all of your money to the first beggar you meet. You would obviously be like, well, somebody the guy that said a bunch of words in a magic language right before to me, that probably had something to do with it, but you don't know for certain. So they would be able to be like, I mean, we just let him go until the 30 days are up, and they'd be like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. We were probably being compelled by some kind of magic. Similar to like being a werewolf. But you find yourselves in the peaceful and far colder northern Faerun. The edge of the road heading down to Quadbor.
Alright.
Yeah, so Zarin will lead the way since he knows the path.
Having beat feet in the road.
Alright.
Alrighty. Then back to the world map we shall go.
Yeah. So what you guys doing on the whole time? Like, I had a great night outside.
Hey, Ku.
Hmm?
Shut up.
Fair enough.
Bit of a tense morning walk. Then.
It's a little bit awkward. A little bit. A smidge.
Why is it awkward? We made it out. Everyone's alive. It was funny.
It was entirely unnecessary.
I know. I don't know why they would try to do that on us. It's just a hat.
Just so you know,
it wasn't a hat.
Just so you know, Zarin, it doesn't work when you tell guards you'll show them your boobs. It
Well, it
usually
was-
makes it worse.
It wasn't my boobs.
Right,
My
right,
boobs
right.
are always out.
Yeah.
So you offered them something I wasn't willing to give them.
Something amazing and great.
Right, and they didn't. They
And
didn't really.
pretty, really pretty.
I just look at Adelante. Can you actually?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Prove it.
No.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do the thing.
You are
know?
letting science down right now.
I take out my hand and I shrink my hand.
No.
What says she
There
needs
is-
to see the real thing?
No.
You need to do. He'll like. run
It's a
up
good
to
thing I don't
Adelante.
follow your god.
Okay,
Yeah, but
Zarin.
she's like the sister of your god. That would
Well-
be disappointing.
Just
Well,
do
I'm
it.
sure that you'll be okay. It'll be fine.
Is your reasoning that she is like god aunt? Like what is this?
Should be disappointed.
Adelante, you should
I'm
just
not-
do it.
No,
Why?
because I
Okay.
said no.
Okay,
This
can
might
you
be
do
sexual
your behind?
harassment at this point.
Can you do your behind instead?
It was from
That
the
one.
start.
No.
She just ignores him and just keeps walking. Doesn't even dignify it anymore with a response.
I will offer ruin to Aiden's decrepit ass.
Oh my god!
Decrepit.
at him, bro.
Damn.
Decrepit.
You don't have
Did
to
you
call
say
him
that to him?
correct.
No, I'll just ask if he wants to ride the horse with Koo.
Oh, that's so kind of you.
It's because
Can't
she
imagine
thinks
what
you're.
inspired this.
Thank you.
It's because she thinks you can't walk on your own.
I've seen him walk for like 3 weeks at this point. I know he can walk.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, Adelante, what a rude thing to say.
Hey, I'm not the one. I'm not the one who's insinuating it.
I can't believe Adelante would say that about Ida.
You would say that? How could you say that but not show us your boobs?
Are you? You know, just keeps walking.
Adelante breaks up with Zoran.
Would she?
What pace are you guys setting today? Remember that if you go faster than normal, you will have -5 to whoever's keeping watch over the road and your goings on.
I guess Aaron will, since he's leading and.
Well, what
taking
pace do we
everyone.
want to go? Do you want to just go
Zoran will
normal?
keep watching, but yeah, what pace?
Fast?
You have been
Go
going fast,
fast.
I will say.
Mhm.
We can
Okay,
go
let's
fast.
go fast.
My perception's so bad already that -5 doesn't mean anything.
Let's
Okay.
go.
All right, Zoran, could you please roll me a perception check? -5.
Wow.
Wowzer. All right. As you are continuing forward, you guys are making your way through. Making your way down the pass, you come across around late afternoon what appears to be an overturned chariot of some kind. Whatever mounts were attached to it are gone and not in sight anywhere, but what you do see is quite a surprising amount of blood covering the interior of the chariot as well as the ground around it, leading up to a tree that seems to be standing up. Most of you would recognize a treant, but you have no idea why a usually good nature spirit living plant like a treant would kill someone in a chariot. You can see this from about 150 feet away with your 21.
Would a chariot be considered basically like a military vehicle?
Not always.
Or okay.
Chariots are more used now when speed is required and you don't need to transport much. So like message couriers would commonly use chariots. However, it is important to keep in mind that you are close to Quadbor, which is known for its fantastical mounts and stranger than average devices of transport. So in the context of being near this city, it could be a wide variety of things.
Can we ask
Chariot-
Aiden to talk to the tree?
Does he have Speak with Plants prepared?
Because he is the druid guy, so I mean,
Yes.
can you talk to the tree?
Not currently. I'm prepared to fight off waves of undeath, not speak to a tree ant. Might I suggest that we step off the road and simply avoid it?
Yeah, we got places to be. We don't really have to talk to a giant fucking tree right now.
Well, just wanted to walk on the road and didn't want him to brush us. Or we
Is
could
it-
just go around him.
Is he eating the passengers? Like, there's
It's-
blood everywhere.
It's hard to see it. Zeren, if you were going to make a guess, the person that is best able to see at the moment, it looks like it stepped on them.
Ooh.
It's now standing motionless next to this sort of carnage. There's not like a body visible. It's mostly just blood covering everything.
Hold on.
Ooh. Wah. The Eye of Sauron appears. You command it as you will.
And I move it closer so I can get a better view of what's going on.
Sure. What specifically are you looking for, or would you just like me to describe the scene again in more detail?
Does the treant look aggravated? Like, are they...
You can roll me an insight. It's somewhat difficult to discern the emotions of a living tree, but it does have somewhat of a face. You can discern an eye, a pair of eyes, a knobbly nose, and a mouth.
Or are there any other people?
You do not see any other people, nor what might be a corpse of man or beast for this chariot.
Because if he stepped on them, then there would be viscera and like stuff everywhere.
Yes. It seems displeased, from what you can tell. Its large slash-like bark-covered mouth is turned into a frown.
Any idea what was in the chariot other than the people?
It's a very simple, like just a metal shell. Very easily to discern that it was made for speed. It's made to be light. It's very little other than a bucket to stand in and an axle for wheels underneath. You can tell that the what's the word? What's the harness for whatever creature or creatures was pulling this seems shredded to pieces, as if by teeth or claws. Something that a treant definitely doesn't possess.
Like the mounts broke out of the harnesses? Or they... Are there tracks from where they broke out? Are they leading into the forest? Where are they?
There are not tracks, but you are able to tell that this blood, especially as you get closer and closer with the arcane eye, is not fresh. It is thick and heavily layered, but it is crusted on. This could have happened more than a day ago. Long enough for leaves and sticks to be swept away and cover up a path leading away. Or perhaps whatever creatures there were winged and able to fly.
Does the treant have blood on them other than on, I guess, their, what would be feet area?
They're like, yeah, imagine a tree that rather than one trunk splits into two trunks and it has almost leg-like, picture like an elephant leg, sort of, a big, thick all the way down. It does appear to have blood only on its legs, leading up to up about as high as what a knee would be for if it was a human, about 3 or 4 feet off the ground. Splashes of blood.
Okay. I would relay that information that the mounts seem to have turned their way out of their harnesses. With, what, sharp teeth and claws, you said?
Teeth or claws, it's hard to
Teeth
discern.
or claws. But definitely wouldn't be anything standard.
No, like this is some kind of like a wolf, you know? Like, you know how a dog's harness looks after they get anxious and they tear themselves out of it? Like, shredded apart. I'm picturing the thing that they lower into the cage in Jurassic Park, into the raptor cage in Jurassic Park with the cow. It just comes out and it's in pieces. But you can still tell that it was a harness that once contained a living thing. Big enough for a large creature. A pair of them, maybe.
And you said Quad Boar is home to non-traditional mounts?
Yes.
So whatever we find in Quad Boar might be multiple of these things gone berserk. I'm guessing. We could avoid it, it's just... the treant seems to know. Or probably would know. What's happened here, or what we might face as we go forward.
No? Be a bit tough. Unfortunately, I don't really know too much or how to ask it since we don't have that prepared.
Would anyone like to roll history or nature to know what languages a treant might speak?
Speaks vegan.
Oh,
They speak for the trees.
I am the Lorax.
Anyone with a 15 or higher would know that treants usually have an affinity for elves, and many times know Elvish or Sylvan.
It's a good thing none of us know that stinky poo-poo elvish language.
Yeah, right, guys? Anyway,
Oh,
Oh.
crazy.
I mean, I could probably ask it what's going on. From the looks of it, it probably killed what attacked
The people. Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's just standing there.
He said.
Maybe somebody summoned it.
I'll also keep Arcane Eye just moving around to see if the mounts had run off into the woods or anything. Have they attacked anything else nearby?
Would you give me a survival as you scout the nearby area? You don't see anything that looks like an attack. You come upon what can only be described as strange, scratch marks in the earth that are not unlike a flying creature. The way its back legs will scrape on the ground when it launches itself into the air.
Talons, or if it's a flying creature, then why would it be pulling a chariot unless it mutated or something?
Might have taken the rider. Either way, I can. If you want, I can go try and speak to it, and if it's hostile, I can just fly away. And we can keep going.
And doesn't hurt to ask to see what's going on.
Did you want to go ahead and we'll back you up if need be? I can go with you. I also know Elvish.
I'm pretty quick. But sure. Let's go talk to a tree.
Right?
Okay.
All right, you guys continue closer toward down the path towards the tree end. It makes no move as you approach it. If you guys weren't able to see its like non-tree-like form, it would be indistinguishable from a regular tree. You get closer and closer and closer. How close would you like to get?
It doesn't react at all whenever we get closer.
No.
You're probably 50 feet away. Probably not too close.
I want to
But
go all the
very-
way up to the chariot.
You want to go all the way up to the chariot?
Yeah.
Okay.
The farthest point of the chariot is maybe 15 feet from the base of the trees, where it's partly rooted, as it were.
I will, I guess I'll call out loud. Excuse me. Are you alright?
This in Elvish?
Yeah.
Yes. No. There has been a great loss.
I'm sorry for your loss. Could you tell us what happened?
Man arrived on the back of an undead dragon. Power he had, unlike that of nature.
You did this?
I've seen Malia use like illusion spells before.
Why?
I'll say in common, can you make an image of Jacob?
I don't want to jump scare a tree. Hold on.
If it saw an actual man on top of the dragon, it could have been him.
Can I do that even? Let's see.
Do you have minor illusion?
No. I don't think so.
Do you have any illusion magic?
I'll pull out my fucking drawing pad and I will draw a man in a very like clean
You've drawn
black
Jacob
clothes.
before.
I don't know if I have, but I probably could draw him pretty easily. He's very drawable. He's very everything is long, clean, and black. I will.
Who makes a
Oh my God.
5-foot statue of him. This, but picture him 6 feet tall. Stretch him by 1 foot.
I will address the treant. We're trying to stop him. Is this him?
Yes.
Did this happen yesterday? When?
I'll speak up in Elvish. Which way did he go afterwards?
Dragon disappeared into the sky. The man walked on. from my sight.
Toward Quadbor, as she points to the city, or into the woods, the other direction.
He points, I'll say, behind you, towards the plains and the sea.
Like east?
Yes. Oh, sorry, my measuring tool was not on broadcast. He stripped something from these creatures.
And did the dragon take all the bodies?
It will nod slowly and ponderously.
Wait, do
I would
treants
feel-
exist solitarily, or do like do they just
Um,
hang out alone everywhere?
It depends. They develop naturally from trees. So a tree that lives long enough has the possibility to become a treant, but not every tree that lives long enough has that spark within them.
Hmm.
So yes, they kind of manifest on their own. It is not uncommon for them to form bonds with others of their kind, but that kind of bond takes hundreds, if not thousands, of years to form, which has to, and they have to have already become sentient and wandered from their original grove for that to happen. So they are usually solitary creatures unless accompanied by druids.
Hmm.
Humans move much, much faster than a treant does, so their speed of life often causes these creatures to also speed their own actions. It's not surprising though to find this one near the edge of the forest, especially near the road, where it would be best situated to protect the trees that it watches over.
Okay, I'm learning.
Mm-hmm. This would have been something that you would have learned in college. They would have gone over common magical creatures and things like that. Treants are different from awakened trees and things like that.
Mm.
What has this man taken from all of you? Has he burned down?
He will eventually if we don't stop him.
You might have. Okay. Thank you for your help. More information is better than none.
Be wary. These beasts carried elemental power. He stripped that of them, swelled them to burst, popped them like balloons.
Do you know the element?
Water.
For the city?
Malia
the
will
si-
look at Caitlin though.
Mm. She'll look at you like confused as to what you're expecting.
I mean, okay.
I don't
I'm
know
done,
anything
if you're
about
good.
magic. Okay. From the sounds of it, Jacob came through here a few days ago at least. So we should try to catch up.
Yeah, and took something from the animals and people here and filled them with enough water to burst.
That might be more of a question for Aiden. Elemental animal stuff.
I've certainly heard of planes of existence where humans and others are fused with elements. Genasi are a fine example. But did it say what kind of beasts were fused with elemental water? I've never heard of that. Like a cow with water? What? Or a horse?
I mean,
Caitlin,
Wh-
you have
I'll-
been to Quadvor to tour their stables.
I was just rolling to see if Caitlin knew that humans are 70% water.
That's fair. I will also say that you're probably the only person that, growing up in Faerun and having nobility as part of your background, when you were very, very young, before your little brother was born, you were brought to Quadbor. And they had just begun, in your lifetime, a project to breed their normal, quote-unquote, normal exotic mounts, like griffins or hippogriffs, with beings of high elemental prowess to try and create elementally attuned mounts that could fly or fight or be used in a war. For example, a griffin attuned to water that could dive into the ocean and come out easily and undetected.
Ooh.
And a horse gifted with fire and earth, able to move at supernatural speeds.
Ooh. I'll basically explain that, but I'll be like, yeah, this was like 20 years ago. I don't really remember.
Are we walking talking this? Okay, but does that mean Jacob has that ability now? The same affinity?
Sounds like it.
I don't know, maybe it's just absorbing energy. Maybe he wants to put the extra little water energy into his little dragon.
I'm very worried about what he could put that energy into.
Any
that's-
sort of undead creature, you fucking name it.
And if that's the case, there's no way we want to take that fight underwater.
Jacob doesn't have the Darrican's corpse, right? Or did the book turn into the corpse? Other way around.
Other way
No.
around.
Still has the corpse?
Pretty sure he has the corpse.
Unless to you.
I just want to fight a water Darrican.
Would rather not.
No, what Derek can say. Could never land a hit on a thing.
As you walk the last few miles, as you travel for the day away from the Triath, finishing this conversation and continuing. Is there anything that you guys would like stated that you would have done before evening sets in? Okay.
No.
Not
As
out
your 8
here.
hours, as your 8 hours comes to a halt, you guys are standing on the road. You are a day's travel away from Quadbor. You know you'll reach there sometime in the evening tomorrow if you keep the same pace that you kept today.
Are we gonna go break the law in some city somewhere tonight?
I would rather not.
What city did you have in mind?
I mean, you guys like Desria?
Mm.
Well, the
Can't teleport there.
Desria.
Terrible plan.
Look at somewhere we
Yeah.
can go where you won't be attacked by guards.
Well, if it's not me or Zarin, then it's Ku.
I'm in pretty good graces.
Or you.
I mean, to be fair, if we're talking about New Desria, they like me the least. But I'm not gonna go around casting spells on people.
Please no more banishing civilians.
Ashen will run a hand through their hair. You're all very keen on suggestions about a day after the event. Now, if there's any
What?
suggestions, I'm open. But if you're going to sit idle on your hands every time misfortune happens just to criticize the outcome, then perhaps we shouldn't be hiding. And we should take on the full blunt of whatever Jacob throws at us in the morning.
True, if he's even following where we're at right now.
That is something to be said. If it hasn't happened yet, then the sooner we're in a place where eyes can't reach us, the more likely we are that we're safe.
So shall we set up here for now then?
If that is what everybody finds easiest.
Biden will go through his bag and pull out each of the souvenirs that Ku has bought in each of the cities that they visited during their break, because those are the only places he's been in the world. So he will offer Newt Fort or Everwinter Or-
Everwinter would be a good one.
Gate Fort are the places that he has stuff from, because y'all didn't even go to Takadon.
Kind of an apocalypse over there right now.
I mean, this is out of character, but I mean, Mage, if you want, Bastion, if you want somewhere that their guards aren't going to show up on you, how about a place that literally doesn't have guards? You could go to Breel.
No, that'd be such a dick move to that populace.
Mm.
Are you kidding?
I said it was a really out of character thing. Yeah.
Nate, from my history, do I know if the old Faerun military teleportation system is linked with Quadbor?
100% it is. That's one of the major cities of Fainur.
Alright, maybe we should go to Everwinter.
Mm-hmm. Lots of magic, lots of regular practice there.
As I very quickly pull my Everwinter map out of my ass.
Swing!
Hand me the bauble.
I did.
Yeah, the Everwinter one is literally just a snow globe of Everwinter.
Hey, Zarin.
Yeah.
You have a good sense of humor. I think you'll enjoy this. I'll cast teleport, and we'll teleport exactly to the same spot we were, as this is where I received the item.
God.
Oh, look at that! Everwinter looks so familiar.
I thought you said you needed a thing taken from... But you need to take it.
I need to take it.
That would have been... You kind of set me up there.
Honestly, that's some funny shit right there. High five.
I'll low five Koo, because her high five is a low five. We can set up the mansion here. Just be prepared for battle in the morning.
Yes, sir.
We can't be more than a day's march outside of Quebec. Quadbore.
Not much of a difference at this point. Shots fired. Oh god.
It didn't even sound like you were trying.
I was rubbing my eyes, and I just didn't.
Cool bag.
Or ruffles through bag full of branches, looks at the 3 branches. Go to any one of these locations.
Well, I'm down for some roulette.
Is there a tree nearby?
Yeah. You guys are right at the edge of the forest.
I'll take a branch. And I'll put that one in the bag, keeping the other 3 out.
Okay, so mark an X where you are now. There's one there, there's one over there. And where's the third one?
Oh, it's... I believe it was from just... It was outside some city.
Was it
Blockstrom?
New Desert?
I
Uh-oh.
don't have any marks on New Desert. If you don't have a mark for it, I'm not gonna honor it.
Oh.
No, I
mean,
believe
you've
the
teleported
branch
there
was...
before.
Was it
The-
from the
the branch-
sanctuary?
It was from just outside New Desria, but when I cast a teleport on it, I got blocked from their warding.
Oh, that's what it was. You were too close. Got it.
So there's a chance we just don't go anywhere. I end up back here again.
You don't have any sticks from Welfesh from that first continent in the Galar Stub?
No, I didn't have teleport at the time. I had teleport circle.
Right.
Teleportation circle, I didn't have
But
teleport.
y'all were in the wrong. Yeah. Teleportation circle. Great in Fainroom. Not as helpful in Galar Stub.
Mm.
Alright. Somebody pick one.
Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, middle.
I'm gonna roll a d3. Okay, so there's the one right behind us. Where's the second one I marked?
It's by Rifttime.
Oh, that's not bad.
There's time, and then the third one will be a failure. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, we teleport right back to where we're at. The grass has even formed, formed back into place from where we were standing.
Feel the gentle squish under your feet. Oh,
All right. And you know what? Using my last spell, everybody get in the mansion.
It was preordained. We're going in.
And I'm gonna toss that stick out. I'm just.
Do you make it your mansion or Malia's mansion?
Why would I make Malia's mansion? I have to actively think about her mansion.
That's true.
Maybe, I don't know.
Malia walks in with her face in her hands. She just...
Ah, good times. I'll get working on dinner.
I have no idea what you just said.
I'll get working on dinner.
Oh, okay.
A therapeutic time of just cooking in the kitchen.
Alrighty.
I think Malia will look at Atalanta, Zaran, and Ashen, and there's also something that maybe is just worth noting. When Zaran was under the influence of his curse, I was reminded of when we met Rowan for the first time. I don't know if they're related, but we might be able to find out sooner rather than later.
Like the curse being similar to your brother's?
Yes. Whoever's responsible for it.
I don't think it's related to Jacob. I don't believe so.
I believe Rowan's curse was related to Velixar.
Ah. Maybe.
And didn't Jacob threaten to call him?
He did.
Yeah.
Velixar
Already
was,
has.
hold on. Because I want to use his moniker. We saw the
Beast of many faces.
God damn it! I wanted to do. Yeah.
You're not even in the room.
You were so close. You were so close.
Death masks and dead faces.
Beast of 1,000 faces.
Who said that?
Adelante.
Yeah, I just, on the safer side, I didn't want to talk about it outside of the mansion.
The effect.
E.B.
The effect of Zaren's curse being upon his whole people, I would not place it upon the vampires or Velixar himself. As I believe this is a generational thing, yes?
I mean,
Zaran.
how old is Jacob?
You know, it's
Jacob is very old, but he was bound from time for quite a while.
Adelante, roll me a religion check at advantage.
Caitlin, you better
You
not
did
begin lay
quite a bit
crumbs
of-
on my couch.
You're eating popcorn.
Popcorn and Ritz crackers.
She has some
Oh,
leftover from when
Cheetos.
she saw Dune 2 last night.
Rubbing Cheeto dust between the couch cushions.
Oh, it's gonna stain.
Adelante, while you know that monstrous creatures were created as a result of the War of the Gods, it was specifically Karak and Ashur warring together that resulted in werewolves. And Lycans as a whole.
No.
Ashur
yeah.
first empowered and gave Beef their strength. He used them as warriors to defend his people who couldn't fight back against the trained army that Karak had raised. But Karak gave them a piece of himself. He gave them souls, the same way that humans are all a part of the five divine. He gave these beasts the ability to think and reason and worship him. So in a way,
It's your fault.
Jacob did help, as he served Karak at that time. But
We killed Jacob, and Zaren turns into a dog. A normal dog.
no,
Just a
Ah,
normal
damn.
good boy.
Who's
Autolock is a
boy?
dog fucker, real.
No, no. I'd have to kill him and bury his ass the same day.
What?
It would be appropriate.
I mean, I would hope
Gonna
you
miss this
bury
doggy
him the same
dick.
day you kill him.
Oh,
Whoa.
Sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
That's on stream now.
psychic damage, psychic
live
damage,
forever on
psychic
the internet.
16 psychic damage.
No.
Zoran, the collar shocks you.
Ah!
Second character.
Falls over to the ground, passed out,
Seizuring.
God damn.
foaming.
He'll be fine.
You know, I've read that when that happens, that means the gods are very angry at you.
All 5 of them. All 6
All
of
of
them.
them at once. Every single one of them at the same time.
Now we need to make a
So-
list.
says the one who has had the most seizures.
True. 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 But you're not in this scene, so shut up.
You're not even here.
Your
Are you
Honor,
here for real, for real.
you
You're
wasn't
good.
even there.
Busy with the Dune popcorn bucket.
But
Damn.
like, were you there though?
Like,
The Dune popcorn.
I wish they had the silly, goofy ass Shai-Hulud bucket. Bucket.
Bukit.
book it. Okay, it's entirely possible that killing Jacob, well, doing whatever we're gonna do to him, I don't know if we can really kill him. It could fix the curse. That, or it also,
No, that's not what I want you to take from
Okay.
what I told
well,
This bitch talking out her ass.
Jacob does
Well-
not have anything to do with it. The
Well-
gods do.
the gods hate you and your whole people, and they cursed you.
No, okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm kidding.
This is something that has been this way.
Yes, it's been this way since the time that the gods walked on the world, and
you need something of that level.
akin to that power to even think about fixing it. Yes.
Well, looks
Like-
like my quest is over. I'm
Like
fucked.
a journal that harnesses the powers of gods. for
Yes.
example.
The literal magics of creation maybe could help you.
If only we knew something like that.
I know, crazy. We don't have anything like that.
So,
Gordon said, "I'd game over."
Gordon did.
Not to mention wielding it would also be another thing.
It'll all paths lead to Jacob in the book.
And basically, we'll have to figure out how to use it whenever we come to possession of it. And who knows how long that could take? Could, you could touch it and it could drive you mad. It could take years. Who knows?
Well, let's get there first.
Right. Cross the bridge when you come to it. That sort of thing.
Welcome back.
What'd I miss? I went catatonic for 30 seconds.
Talking about using the journal to cure Zoren and what that would take. Possible years of study, possible inflicted of madness.
Does Aren want to cure
Yes.
his race or just himself?
Everyone if possible, but if not, just himself.
Is that what they would want?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take a bath. Just gonna freaking. I'm gonna move this over here.
Teleports.
Teleports. And just after today, just okay. I'm leaving.
All right, Ku serves dinner.
Where's all my chairs? Where'd they go?
Mao. You Mao, you never know. Group spit type of group chat, get him.
I can follow those cherries. I can follow that path.
The floating cherries one by one. It's like, it's not even like it grabs one and goes and then comes back. It's like I am picturing a chain of hands leading
like a
towards one of
bucket chain.
Yeah, leading towards the teleportation thing, and then from the teleportation thing, there's just one standing there popping them one by one in Caitlin's mouth.
Alright,
Hey!
let's go eat.
Stop stealing my penny checks!
Wow, wow, wow.
No,
Teleportation.
I'm gonna have to make a
they're infinite.
You're infinite.
I did not pet it all of the time.
Tom's infinite.
God.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
Throw a dish rag at her.
Yeah, the invisible spirits start razzing you guys.
They can't say
Raz
anything, but
one?
they can write notes. They just leave them everywhere. Secret.
Alright. You all sit down for a wonderful dinner. It's a little bit like feast-like with a whole boar.
Couldn't resist. Took the option.
But yeah, it's delicious. Is there any more business we need to cover at dinner? As Caitlin shows up full of popcorn covered in Cheeto dust and like
Cherry sauce.
with
and
a
shit.
with a can of Pepsi Max Taste Zero Sugar crushed in her hand.
You're gonna have the worst shits later.
I love Pepsi Max. Huh?
Is that the Dune bucket?
Is this why I have the worst shits, IRL?
Yeah, dog. You exclusively eat popcorn from the Dune 2 bucket?
No.
Zero sugar drinks? Because those are awful for you.
Oh my god.
I say drinking a can of Monster.
I only
Yeah.
drink Pepsi Max. I don't even drink water.
Jeez.
What the fuck?
Dog. It's
How are
like
you al-
right now.
How are you
It's
alive?
like right now.
Yeah, I can confirm that's true.
How is your heart okay?
It's pretty good actually.
It's not.
Are you?
I
Are
had
you reg-
optimal blood pressure like a year ago.
Are you?
Optimal.
Are you regular? How do things go?
We don't need to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't need the "Are you regular" conversation. Out of character in my D&D game.
What does that
That's not
even
what we're here
mean?
for.
Am I regular? Is that a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Doctor would ask you that.
It's an American slang of like, are you pooping?
Yeah.
Am I
How's it
regular?
coming out?
Regularly and consistently.
Is your poop okay?
How you doing, dog?
God knows.
How you shitting? Shitting good?
God knows.
Tell us about the shits.
Oh, my
And by that I mean don't. Please
Yeah.
don't.
Malia shows up late to dinner with wet hair.
Wet and stringy.
Oh god.
There 6 unseen servants pass you notes that just say asterisk wolf whistle asterisk.
What the fuck?
They're just all gonna start being catty now. I've decided. They're making your mom jokes.
Just because I can't see them doesn't mean they can't die.
Oh, I really like the new note thing, mate.
They're gaining sentience. This is an issue.
You've done the same mansion too many times with the same servants.
Starting to
You
rebel.
can be replaced. Get back to work.
I could snap my fingers as the entire room will be vacant of you.
You pass
Remember
butter.
I remember. I literally brought you into this world.
And I take
Literally.
you out of it regularly.
Don't fuck with me or it'll be permanent.
I do think about the fact that you guys mostly only use the mansion for about a half to 2/3 of its total time, right? So there's usually at least 8 hours after the last one of you leaves, where it's just a closed, invisible door to an awesome mansion and servants that are just here.
Chilling.
What do they do?
They play Dungeons and
Give us
Dragons.
Give us a spin-off series.
Unseen
I think this is a hentai somewhere.
It's like the Office, but it's just the mansion.
Just so you know, Nate, for this Invisible Servant spin-off, there is an RPG called Maid RPG, which I think would work very well.
Yeah.
You're
No.
kidding. Wait,
I
you're
saw
kidding.
how that went. I
Dude.
saw how that went.
Fucking hilarious.
That's fucking.
Somebody really needs to change that battery.
Shut up.
Somebody hands Adelante a piece of paper that says beep on it.
Fuck you guys. What do you want me to do about it? Okay.
Change the
The
battery.
battery's in it.
I can't.
What?
Too
I don't
short?
have the battery.
So take it down.
Bitch, hello? I need to go get a ladder? It's on the fucking roof
Are you sure?
of the ceiling?
It's on the roof.
Can't...
Fuck you, Nate.
Outside. It's on the roof.
I hate all of you.
So we all go to bed.
Yeah.
The food is drugged. You pass out at the table.
I rob everyone of their wallets. I kidnap Aiden. We're never seen again.
You rob everyone of their wallets. You make about 300 gold total.
Josh is now leaving the game. I'll disconnect him.
No. Ah!
Okay, morning arrives. Zoran,
Yes.
can I see you downstairs for 1 second?
Oh god.
Yes.
No,
Pregnant.
you can say
Oh
no.
boy.
You can say no if you want.
Wait, so what's the god that turned them into werewolves, and what's the god that Atalanta worships?
Ashur is the one I worship. Karak is the one that turned me into a
Mm.
No, it was the both of them fighting.
Okay, fine. But the one who made lichens and gave the beast sentience was Karak.
Also, Jacob worships Karak.
He's the
Yes.
god of law and order. Dun dun.
Jacob was the first man ever made by Karak.
And these are the most
He's
heinous
made by all of
crimes.
them.
Well, yeah, it was technically a co-op between Karak and Ashur.
And these
Did
are
I
the
tell you
most
guys
heinous
what I
crimes.
learned the other day? I think I only told Stark
Hmm?
that all of the gods made their own immortal humans,
Mm-hmm.
but Jacob is the only one left.
Hello there.
Don't worry.
So everyone gets up. You have breakfast. It's delicious.
Nah, no breakfast.
Waffles.
Today. We starved.
I want waffles.
Waffles.
Beep.
Waffles, but they're all blueberry.
Blueberry waffles.
I'm text only this session, man. Leave me alone.
I'm the only one with chocolate chip waffles.
I got raisins in my waffles?
What the fuck?
Who lied to me?
I think they're fucking with you.
One of the invisible servants hands you a piece of paper that just has a drawing of a blueberry on it. Also, raisins are good, but don't put them in shit. I don't want to eat. I don't want to discover a gooey, weird raisin in something. Just on their own. Let them be on their own.
Craisins are delicious in salad, though.
Yeah, remember when you were in kindergarten and you used to eat like that little cardboard box of raisins?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yo, my shit.
Raisinets.
Everyone doesn't remember.
The chocolate
They were-
covered raisins?
Mm.
No, like the regular, like the
No.
little red box of raisins.
Yes, but
Yeah,
raisinets are
red.
good.
Raisins are okay, but again, that's too close to putting raisins in stuff for me.
I think the worst crime was in an empanada, but like
What
I
the
I
fuck?
got over it.
I'm
Filipino empanadas are cursed. It's fine.
Gonna go
They're
have an
baked.
early morning bath hearing that horrible story.
They're
I
baked.
have had that, like depending on like sometimes in a beef empanada they'll put raisins, but
For no reason at all.
hey bum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum bum ba. Item will make room for Caitlin, who is standing
No,
so stock still behind his chair.
I'd stand right behind him and I grab him by the shoulder and I cast a spell on him. He'll never know what it is.
I bet I know.
You might. It's level 4.
Oh really?
Mm.
And it rhymes with meth ward.
Welcome to the meth war.
Welcome to the meth ward.
Of all of the words.
Okay. Breakfast. Yummy, yummy breakfast. Caitlin doesn't eat.
No, I'd probably eat before everyone else, to be fair.
Mage is eepy.
Yeah, bitch.
It was a late night. You had to try and fucking filter out the rebellious ones.
Yeah, Mage went on a cleansing last night. Stalking the halls with their rapier.
I have true
Daring
sight.
them.
I can cast true sight. I saw the horror on their faces when we made eye contact.
He knows. Run!
You see 3 of them with an invisible pad of paper and a pen.
Malia was annoyed with Ashen, but like it's not worth it right now. To like turn this into an event, so like it's not worth it.
So Molly is going to once again bottle up her emotions and just.
We're
act as she believes she is
prioritizing the
supposed
shit that we
to.
actually have to do.
A normal.
Yeah,
What would you
wait.
call it?
Wait till
Is that what you call it now?
the pinnacle moment to explode all your emotions.
I mean, because like it's done.
It is done.
It's done.
It is done.
Like I definitely suggested casting invisibility.
Let it be done.
Everything will be just fine.
It could have gone a lot of ways.
Alright, taking bets. Zombie beholders, flame skulls, liches, dragons.
Zombie dragon? I feel like that's gonna be outside this time. Just because, like, the Treant mentioned it.
I'm gonna go with zombie storm giants.
Oh, what if there's zombie wolves or something from, like, the village nearby?
Zombie tree?
What if
Rest in
it's
peace,
something
that tree
cute and
man.
innocent that is actually evil?
Zombie children.
Like rabbits.
Baby rabbits.
Horde of zombie baby rabbits. That would be horrifying.
I just mean normal rabbits, because rabbits are a pest.
I have an important question. Was the door opened up in the middle of the road, or did you guys like go off to the side to open this door? I guess this is a question for Ash.
Off to the side.
All right, tree side or plains side.
A tree side, because it'd be easier to hide the door.
It's not important. We don't need a map of it or anything.
We don't need it.
Right? Okay.
We're fine.
Alright, got 1 gold on Undead Storm Giants.
I'm banking on the dragon. I don't know why.
Angry humans.
Hey, there we go.
I mean, you already win. Look at Malia.
Malia just closes her eyes.
Alright, pay up. Give me my 1 gold.
Yeah, I mean, Ash, come on down to the door. Y'all gather up. You guys all gonna go through together. Caitlin steps out ahead of everyone.
Okay, Caitlin, step out, tell us what you see, and come back in.
Oh,
Caitlin, as you step out of the door,
honestly, it makes sense for you to go first. If they ambush me, they all take damage.
Sure.
I have permanent
stick your head
blade
out.
mail.
Just do a peek.
give me a perception.
Prescription.
Squiption.
In the first few seconds, as you stick your head out of an invisible door.
My perception is great.
It's morning. The sun has risen and is making its way into the sky. There are the sounds of birds chirping and twittering in the trees around you. And you can see smoke rising in the distance, the direction that you know the city to be. It's a large column.
Oh, fuck.
I come back in. Nothing's killed me yet.
Alright. That seems pretty good.
That's a success.
Let's party.
Perhaps the teleportation confused our watcher.
That would be funny.
The 3 teleportations.
They teleported 3 times. They must have gone somewhere.
into the same spot.
Ah, clearly they teleported and left an illusion behind. Aha! I've outsmarted them.
This masterful mage wizard certainly couldn't have casted teleport on the same spot
3 times.
2 times.
Oh, yes.
3. Yeah.
Jacob be like, there's no point wasting my 3rd level spell slot dispelling this mansion. That's obviously a fake.
It's gotta be major image or something.
Alright, we step outside. Everyone sees the town on fire that Caitlin didn't even fucking mention. Alright, let's go.
I'm starting to see a theme here.
To be clear, it is not like a pillaged town column of flame.
Okay.
There is a large column of smoke from what appears to be a very active town with quite a bit of fire for various reasons in different places around the city that, as the smoke gets up, combines into a very large column.
Oh, pollution.
Yes.
Burning coal.
I apologize for giving you the wrong.
Like, it just looks like an active town, not a burning town.
Not
I
terrible.
was like, oh shit.
It's a major city. Quadbor is a large city with a lot of outlying areas around it. While the city itself is fairly what is called the city proper is fairly small, the outlying areas of the city sprawl out for acres and acres in every direction.
Hello.
That's how a city this far from the water can have an active port that is still considered part of it almost 20 miles away.
Undead Giants, it's me, your boy.
If anyone else is actively looking around for anything, you can roll me a perception as you step back out into the forest. Or to the forest edge side from the road.
Hey, you only rolled slightly less than me with a nat 1.
I immediately just get a piece of pollen in my eyeball. Can't see better.
Like a full pine needle, like it just falls and lands perfectly. You go, oh! And it immediately demands both hands and your full attention to deal with that.
Permanently blinded.
Backyard art project. Ku Poashak.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a few birds in the trees. You can hear them singing their song. There weren't as many at dusk when you arrived.
I'm gonna go talk to one.
Sure. How do you decide which one to talk to?
Just the closest one. Yeah.
The closest bird. Okay.
What's this bird?
Bruin turns and looks at you.
The closest
bird.
The closest bird.
is just.
He's not a small beast.
It's a very small sparrow perched in the tree, like literally the tree next to the door. It is 15, 20 feet up above you.
Hey, have you seen anything big here? Anything big flying near?
Tweet, tweet, big. Tweet, tweet, like hawk.
Maybe bigger?
Tweet, tweet, no.
Okay.
Tweet, tweet, no hawks, right?
No hawks. I'll take out a couple of cookies.
Tweet, tweet, berries.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm pretty sure I have some. I'll take out some of the dried berries and other things I have. Leave them out for them. Thank you.
It'll fly down and attempt to pick up a whole berry and fly away with it. It is unsuccessful.
No.
No, a good berry is magically enough for whatever the creature it eats, so it actually shrinks itself.
It would just be so goddamn fun.
Like, that's the thing about goodberry, you can't get fat eating goodberry.
It's true, it's like the perfect nutritional diet.
Because every goodberry after the first one provides literally no nutrition, because it's how much the first one gave you everything, and the other ones go, okay, you're good on everything.
Here's sustenance.
Could you finish your conversation with a bird?
Mm-hmm. Nothing too big flying around, that's what they said. So, guess just need to worry if anything else is ahead. Fast pacing it?
Sure.
Yep.
When I was here like 20 years ago, do I remember there being a shit ton of birds? Like, I assume there's a lot of wildlife, considering this is where they get all their exotic animals, but... Birds?
Bird?
The exotic animals of Quadbor have been their staple for long enough that this city has its own, like, is the home of a lot of breeds of animal. Like, there are some families of war horses here that are sought for across Faerun, for example, for their strength and stamina.
I feel like there being lots of birds is probably a natural thing in this area.
Yeah, especially like at the nearer to the edge of the forest, where they could very easily reach the plains and scavenge for food there as well. Overlaps with biomes are usually very populous in animals. You probably have seen deer and larger game like wolf tracks in your several days of traveling from Lantern Watch. You all head south towards Quadbor.
Alright, and let Aiden ride the horse, simply because I like him and not because he is decrepit.
Quick question. The chariot, was it leaving Quadbor or going towards Quadbor?
It's impossible to say. It was off the road. it was like partially flipped and stuff. You have no idea which direction it was coming from. If you had, I mean, like it was vaguely pointed, let's say, towards like river end, but it was just like in the middle of the road, sort of pointing. If the front would have been like going this way, but it was also almost upside down.
Okay. And no tracks to hell.
No, with enough days of passage, any sign of movement across the grass would have been lost. It's not like a marshy area that would have left footprints, unfortunately. And the road is packed down enough that even like a chariot doesn't really leave much rut in the ground.
Well, maybe someone in Quadvor has noticed something out of the ordinary.
Hopefully.
As you are approaching Quadvor, you very quickly arrive at the outer limits of vast farmland. And unlike a lot of what you've seen grown in other places, this is almost exclusively feed that you're seeing being grown. Corn and hay, specifically for straw or bedding. You can see several different styles of farmland that are all laid out for miles and miles to either side of the road. The houses closer to where you're passing. About halfway through the day, the passage of farms goes from one every 10 to 20 minutes to there are houses that line this road, and the road has gone from packed earth to not paved but lined with cobblestones. You continue further and further in, the swell of traffic picking up, heading in both directions, and you can see quite a few creatures and animals pulling wagons and carts and long stretched out versions of a covered wagon, blacked out with paint and some kind of matte, somewhat see-through substance.
I want to keep an eye out for similar looking like chariots. Are they common?
It doesn't take you too long to see one. It's being pulled by a pair of large tigers.
Oh.
There are elephants pulling wagons full of lumber or feed. There are griffins that seem to stride through. You see a Pegasus flying overhead with some kind of rider on its back. The closer you get to Quadvor, the stranger the animals you begin to see performing jobs are. You see 3 different instances of an owlbear wearing some kind of sweater that looks knitted on a leash. Usually being led around by a man or woman appearing to be of some nobility.
Hot damn.
I apologize. I interrupted your question about the chariot. You do see several of them.
They seem like common, right? It's not like only the guards use these or only postal workers use these.
No, the one as you're looking around more and more, while a lot of people do have full carts or wagons, the style seems to be chariots, as they're more maneuverable and much faster to get around an area like this, where it is opened and has quite a few roads leading out in offshoots to what can only really be described as suburbs.
Okay. Because my hope was like the chariots were more rare. And I'd be like, yeah, everyone who has a chariot knows each other, right?
No, a chariot, it would be the motorcycle equivalent of the like car wagon, right?
Yeah.
And then that goes up or down in terms of fanciness
Second.
and magical schwankiness. You do see actually more often than that sort of bare bones, like just a metal unpainted chariot with wheels on the bottom. Oftentimes they're much more ornate, painted in designs of famous bards, different house sigils. You see several people that appear to be guards or perhaps personal protection who have the symbol of Faerun emblazoned in the metal of their chariots that they ride around. There are creatures of all kinds and descriptions.
Mm.
My God, I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get a ship that's pulled by some sort of sea creature? Yeah, go faster.
That would be fucking awesome.
I don't know. Why don't you go ask?
It
As you
must be where
continue
I got that idea.
into the city, journeying farther and farther, the outlying lands grow taller and then slope back downwards as it heads towards the green area around the city of Quadbor, which is encircled entirely in a 10-foot stone wall that is completely overgrown with vines and shrubbery going up another 15 feet. As you begin to make your way in, the guards eye you somewhat curiously, as you're all heavily armed and armored and carrying quite a bit with you. But you're not stopped or interrogated, especially not with such an obvious follower of war leading you. I assume, Caitlin, you are in the front as the only person who's been here before.
Yeah, probably. She's mostly just looking around at animals.
Okay. As you make your way in, the very first thing you see is a large building that appears to be a traveler's inn. You can see that it is 2.5 stories with a sloped third floor, almost attic-looking space. You can see lights on in every window. There is a large porch with people drinking and eating on, and a open interior from which you can hear faint music and smell warm food.
Mm.
The path continues up a slight rise and into the city proper, which contains a large pond, almost a miniature lake, and a tiny waterfall that feeds even more farms that are protected inside of this city's strange wall. You can immediately tell this city apart from others of its kind, as the buildings are much more open. You see the style in this area is almost exclusively buildings that have stables or room for larger animals to have a space inside. And because of that, they have built outwards rather than up. In fact, the only building taller than the inn is what appears to be the parish.
Man, I want to live here.
Is this giving Italian countryside?
It's giving, like... yes, but combine that with, like, Texas ranching.
Yeah, farms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like huge spaces for people to have like pens of griffins. A person who like is leading around a pack of axe beaks. Another person who's directing what appears to be a train of elephants towards an area where they can graze.
This is just a question that I'm just curious about. Are these animals like genetically modified with magic, or are they just bred here and sold?
All you know is that they were sold. It was news to you that there are creatures that have elemental things being added to them. That was not something you had heard of before. So as far as you know, besides what that tree ant told you, and what Caitlin remembers from being a child, I mean, she was, what, 4 or 5 years old? Here at her father's hip, watching stuff on Take Your Kid to Work Day. Take your family to Quadboard because it's 2 weeks of travel from Everwinter.
Well, maybe we'll find someone who can tell us something useful.
Yeah, it is evenings. You've made your way into town. Where would you like to go? You were still just kind of in the entryway of the town, looking up the slight rise towards the town itself. I should note that the rise is only the northern part of this area. It slopes further and further down the more south you go.
Shall we head
Maybe we
towards
should
the
go
market?
into the inn and ask about boots.
That too. Alright, let's go find it.
Alright, into the
Yeah,
inn.
this is definitely like a end of action RPG area where you do post game. Build your vineyard.
I mean, Caitlin literally said, I would like to live here.
It's pretty fucking baller.
Yeah, this is where Geralt retired.
This is literally where Ezio lives. For all you old school gamers.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. And my map is...
Lives, asterisks.
Some regular ass goats for eating.
Not them space goats.
Fucking, my fucking map disappeared. Give me 1 second to repurpose a different map.
Yeah, give me that map. It's delicious.
Surely no one will remember this place.
No, not at all, I swear.
I do, and don't call me Shirley.
What about Lima?
It's black. It's
Yes,
I
Lima
recognize
is
this
the
one.
map.
I'm the
this is every
void.
time I shut my eyes, I see this map.
Every time I close my eyes.
I'm calling it, it's the brothel from...
Excuse my wheat thins.
Russell.
I do. This is from Riftheim.
No, this is the completely first time you've ever seen this place.
No, I'm right, aren't I? It's the
Let's
tavern.
go.
Yeah, because it's the tavern where Edward met the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I've never been here in my life.
Yeah, I thought you guys were gonna be here, so I added this map to this world, to this D&D game because you guys went to Riftheim. Anyway, this is...
Oh, the whole crew's still
Is-
here.
is
Nobody
that
moved for
Ratchet?
hundreds of years.
Shut up.
It's illegal to recognize and admire my maps out there.
You know, there are only so many pre-made in maps on the internet. There are a lot. Sometimes I pre-prepare one and fill it with shit, and then the map is empty when I go there.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
That'll happen. Fuck. Hold on my shit. This is the Red Barrel Brewery.
Shit. How you going, Dragon Cultist?
How art thou, my fellow cultist?
that what you say?
No.
As you walk up to this
No.
person?
No. It's just that's like cultist token 101.
Just a hooded man at the bar. He'll look up with a slightly forced smile. Younger guy, late 20s at his oldest. Smiles at you. How can I help you all? Drinks,
Fine.
food, or a room? Both.
I'm sure my friends would like some drinks. And I know you're not a tour guide, but is there somewhere we can organize a boat around here? Or do we have to go to the coast?
Docks are a day's walk. If you're not in current ownership of something, there's regular wagon trips there that cut the time in half, just about. Round about here, the only people that own boats live at the top of the hill. But it looks like you're more the hire in a boat type. I would imagine.
Yeah, just a short expedition.
holiness.
Probably be pretty short.
Then I'd recommend the docks. You'll be able to better see what they have and pick something up. I hear they have ships that are going to be pulled by water elementals coming out soon.
Oh.
Is that a recent development?
Oh yeah, it's been all over. It's been the talk of the town for the past, I don't know, 8 months, 9 months.
They got those self-driving boats yet?
The what?
Never mind.
Do they have anything pulled by any sort of creature now? Or is it still all sails and the wind?
Oh sure, you got your giant squid, you got your snapping turtles, you got your classic shark or dolphin.
What's the fastest of all those?
Look, I just work here.
Well, that's fair, but what would you reckon is the fastest of all those? And I'll buy a few rounds just for answering it.
What's your poison?
Look down. Just some ales will be fine.
He'll start pouring 2 silver apiece.
All right, yeah. Pass him however much money I need.
There are 7
I
of
have
you.
quite a bit.
There are
Well, I'm
7
gonna buy
of
a
you,
few
and they're
more
2
than just-
silver apiece. So okay, so how much money are you giving him?
Fuck it. I'll just give him like 4 gold. It's fine. It's a big tip, but he'll be fine.
Okay. He'll take it, slide it off of the counter into some kind of drawer that's on the underside, slam it closed, lock it, look back at you. I don't know how fast a squid is, but you know, sharks are pretty damn quick, so I stay away from the water. And he'll hold up a hand that is missing a finger and a half.
Oh,
Which finger and a half?
Entire ring finger, half of his pinky.
oh my god, he's an assassin. That's where his hidden blade
It's
is.
Ezio. It is Ezio. He called it.
No, they stopped doing that when Ezio became an assassin.
Sure, the apple Eden.
Yeah, they realized it was fucking stupid. Why doesn't he have an offensive?
Ella,
Italian
why don't you tell
accent?
us that story?
You gonna buy something for me?
I look at Adelante. I think it was sharks.
Well, could be an interesting one. You don't know.
He did just mention not liking the ocean because of the sharks.
Okay, right. But I want to hear how it happened. You know?
You know, I always love telling a story when I have some of my favorite whiskey.
Buddy, how much is a shot of your favorite whiskey?
2 gold.
Top up?
Whatever. And just fucking pour it up and tell the story. I want to hear how you
God, a
lost a
shot.
finger.
God damn.
He
I know,
will
right?
pull down the bottle from the
It's
top,
the top
shelf
you
behind.
motherfucker.
It is ornate and banded with platinum and gold, and he will
This fucking
pour
guy.
very carefully a single shot wiping the drip off and rubbing it on his gums before he puts it back up. And he'll take the shot. Give it a sip. Very, very small sip. You all should really, really try this.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. So what happened is I was swimming. A shark bit me. So I don't like the ocean or sharks.
Hey, amen.
That was worth the money.
Fuck the ocean, am I right?
You gotta learn how to rotate them.
Mm-hmm.
Flip the shark. Love that
Yeah,
video.
You could do this if you went to the gym once in your life.
Have you
Damn.
have you experienced undead sharks?
Oh,
I mean, I
That
had
swim
heard
through
that they
blood
had made
rivers?
them. No, I'm not. No, I've never. This is my first job. I've just had it for the last 5 years.
How old are you?
27.
He's eternal and unaging. He has been
This
there
is
for all that ever was and all that ever will be.
This is your
27
first
and he's
job.
only been working for 5 years.
I know.
This is your first job, and you've kept the same position for 5 years, or have you climbed the corporate
mean,
ladder?
I'm on, fucking prime shift right now. This is best tips. This is the best shift.
But you can go
Funny,
bigger,
you all
can't
just bought
you?
me whiskey for a 2-sentence story.
Yeah, he's got his strategy.
Yeah.
very
Look, I
good
had to
business.
be able to afford a place. I had to move out. You know how it is.
How much money do you need to afford a place around here?
Oh.
I live a moderate lifestyle.
I live a moderate lifestyle. I live a moderate lifestyle. Well, what are we calling moderate? What do you usually have for dinner? Are you like a
Moderate, according to the PHB, modest is 1 gold per day, roughly. And that includes food or whatever. Like if you have a house, that like money goes
Right,
towards some
right.
of those
Yeah,
days
yeah.
go towards rent at the end of the week.
Taxes.
You got family?
If you live a moderate lifestyle, then who owns this place? They a good boss?
I mean, yeah, I got no problem.
We're just interrogating this guy.
Yeah, like, who are you guys?
We're just shooting the shit.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
time to buy a
Oh
bar
wait,
and
I've
run
seen
it.
this play. This is you're with the
The IRS.
Boss has gone rogue. Boss has gone rogue. Yeah, where the boss comes in and pretends to be like a customer or like I've seen this.
Okay, so which one of us do you think is the boss?
No, I'm just
You've
autistic.
never met the boss.
Well, I assume
And
you
if-
work for him.
And if you thought that we were on that show, why did you just drink on the job?
You're fired.
That's one of the only perks of this job is you can
You're fired.
you can do that.
Did you even read the entry pamphlet when you signed it?
Did you?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're your boss.
Wait,
What's the second page say?
you're a big stinky poo-poo head.
If you think we work for your, you think that we work for your
Why
boss?
don't
Are
you
you
guys go
allowed to be
take it?
drinking on the job?
Why don't you? Yes. Why don't you guys go take a seat? There's a table freed up over there as you watch 3 people walk out.
We're just busting your balls. Don't worry.
Busting your balls.
Busting your
Busting
balls.
Just-
balls.
Just know I'm
Close,
sitting down
sure
because
is
I
the
want
sentence.
to,
Not because you said to.
not because I'm gonna listen to a big stinky poo-poo head.
Ooh. Okay. Guys, where's
Things were going so well between us.
Where's the room?
That's a good question. Where did he go?
We left our dog outside.
Oh, he's got no dogs allowed. He's leashed up outside.
That's fucked. He passed out. He fell asleep on the grass.
He's with Ruin.
You alright?
Resting his head against Rooney. Fell
Val
asleep.
had to step away. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's fine. Just
Passed out,
with
laid
Ruin.
against Rune. Didn't even have a drink yet.
He tired. He eepy.
It's a tough job jogging the whole way.
Nope. Nope.
No?
None of that.
What?
Oh, it looked like he was talking, but he was muted, so I didn't hear a single word of that
What
sentence.
the fuck? What are you talking about?
Oh, I muted and said something. Yeah.
Are you not looking on the camera, Josh?
I don't know what you're talking about, Anna. I'm saying, who's Josh?
Your mom. Boo!
Girl!
Is this a stage?
Yes.
There is actually a person performing on stage.
Oh my god, it's
a
that
boxing
guy.
minstrel.
Quick, fold him like an omelet.
It's that guy, the guy that Edelwin. Anyway.
It's Ratchet from the hit play Ratchet and Clank.
Didn't we push that guy in the ocean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's tied to a chair.
Yeah.
Different.
Different guy, yeah.
Huh? Huh?
Different time frame. Don't worry about it. Don't look at me. Tendy saw nothing.
Anyway, I'll be over here spending my Riz points.
Oh.
Spending my Riz points.
Double red mage. Hell yeah.
With the
Make your
red
way over to the
mages.
table, sit down.
No, I do not.
No, go for it, pussy. You.
Yeah,
Caitlin
Riz,
makes
Riz.
her way over to the table.
No.
Up here.
No, I'm trying to resist the act of God.
Caitlin with the hose.
That was a pretty low roll.
You fail.
you
Cannot
fail.
resist. Caitlin, you see two very attractive women in quite fine red dresses with their hair done up. They have very fashionable hats on. Very prim and proper, and they both have what looks like 3 overturned empty shot glasses in front of them and 5 full shot glasses of some kind of clear liquid in front of them each. And as one of them holds it up, the other one will match them, and they both do another shot and slam the glasses down. They appear to be mad dogging each other. Do you walk over?
No, they're already too drunk. That'd be weird.
Okay.
You feel like I can out.
I'm not drunk enough yet. I can't out drink shit. Caitlin doesn't drink at all, bro.
I know.
Like, but she is immune to poison, so she can sort of cheat. Wait, am I immune to poison? No, I'm not.
You're immune to disease.
Yeah.
I can't catch a cold, but I can damn sure catch a hangover.
Catch these hands. I knew it.
Beep.
At least it wasn't me, right? I hate you.
So,
So-
check it out in the morning, or go and check out at night.
I mean, we can wait till the morning and we can get one of those carts he was talking about to save time.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
Are we gonna get a room here, or are we gonna...
Spend the
Does... Mine's a small door.
Well, realistically, the door might be safer. It's up to Mage, though. Are we going to do one tonight, Mage?
I think we'd still need a room.
It's very true.
Yeah, buy one room for like 7 of us, and it might
Just
be more
pack in there.
sufficient.
Shloop.
They're gonna think it's an orgy again.
That's
Hey
fine. They
there.
can think what they like.
Hey there, we're having an orgy. We need your biggest room.
Walk into town, talk about buying a boat, and then, yeah, I need an orgy room.
High or low?
Let's go high.
Always.
D20.
No!
We have a
7.
policy against orgies. I'm so sorry.
Son of a bitch!
You have a policy against orgies?
Maximum
And it gets really
threesome
messy
rule.
when we have the wizarding students come in.
Oh!
It gets...
You have something against wizards now?
I have nothing against wizards. They're some of our best business, especially traveling to buy mounts that the noble families pay huge amounts for our nice rooms. But
Oh, so you think all wizards buy mounts?
No, what I said was the last wizard
I slapped my
orgy that
spellbook on the
happened
table.
here-
Is there a
My
problem?
brow.
Yeah,
Hold
could
on, is
you
everything
deal with
okay?
your friend?
What happened? I thought we
We
were
have
trying
a
to get
no
room.
orgies policy. He'll point, and there's a no loitering, no puking, no pissing, and no orgies.
How many like
They-
people constitutes an orgy? Is it,
They
like,
were
4+?
just joking, okay? And we just need a safe, locked room, and we can conjure our own space.
Yeah, we're like 3 couples and a third wheel. We're all gonna have our own consensual sex, and the third wheel's gonna.
There will be no
Why did
mess.
you say
Probably
that?
There
pulled
will,
into
there
it.
will, look at me. There's no mess. We just need a room.
No mess. No
I
clean.
only come inside, no external mess.
No mess. No clean.
Malia just fucking face palms. I
I
think
can offer
they're
you
deriving
3
joy
private
from being
rooms.
difficult.
or access to our common room, or we don't have a room big enough for all 7 of you.
We just need one room, and we can conjure our own space.
Why would you say that? What if he's a spy?
Are you a spy?
For who?
That's something like a spy would say.
We would be in the room regardless.
Single or double? He worked with the
The story was so anti-shark.
story that was not a story. Single or double, he said to Malia with the most confused expression on his face.
Let's get a double, and can you get us 3 cots?
No, they wouldn't. I can get you 1 cot.
Just a double. It's fine. Just
Way to cotton picking men.
Do you want food? Do you want breakfast with that, or dinner? Both.
Are you asking me out right now?
He's fully he sighs and fully turns to Malia.
I could do with a shot of that whiskey.
You and me both. I get off at 11.
Yo, what?
Friend.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I get off at
Malia.
11:02.
I'm kind of busy, but I'm good, thanks.
Okay. Just a gold for the night then, with nothing added on.
I'll put a platinum down.
Come to the
Get
room
change,
later.
handing you 9 gold back and a
No,
iron
I want
key.
that whiskey.
He will take 2 of the gold back, and you get 7 gold instead, Ashen, and he will pour a shot for Malia. It's very nice whiskey. I would equate it to a Japanese whiskey.
And thanks. All right, let's just go to sleep.
You seem upset about something, Mo.
We're not having an orgy.
But
Why would you say that?
because you guys were talking about it when I walked away.
We were joking.
I thought we reached that point in our friendship.
We definitely have not.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Forgot about that.
That's a callback joke.
All that for that one.
One fucking joke, baby. Yeah.
This is where, like, the farther we go, the more I'm realizing that Ashen is actually a joke character. The farther we get in, they're just a parody of themselves.
If I
Good
played
lord.
serious Ashen right now, I would be very depressed to hate myself. As I'm not doing well in real life either. So
Sorry.
Okay,
It's
so
wonderful.
where's the room?
It's upstairs. You will have to imagine the second floor.
And you have
You guys
acquired.
go
I
up into
have
a
acquired a
single
key.
room. Yes, you have the key.
I will tell the others.
Hey everyone, the orgy's upstairs.
I can't.
Orgies aren't allowed here. We are going to
The
sleep.
3 couple consensual sex where we will not interact with one another is upstairs.
Somebody at this table is going to clap and whistle.
I bow.
And you hear a, yeah, you know, love is love. from like the guards.
I fucking love this town.
Yeah, if I don't die in a few days, I'm gonna move here.
Honestly, it's really nice. I was thinking the same thing. Me and Ivy. We could be like, you know, crosstown neighbors or something. Just hang out.
Molly just walks upstairs.
Wait, Malgal. I'm not done flirting with you now. I'm sorry.
I kidnapped the sleeping
I don't
farmers
know
to
about
run
that.
and go run.
Okay. Everybody heads upstairs, leaving Caitlin alone at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla's not joining that.
Caitlin will not make her way upstairs. What's happening?
I was just checking on my horse.
Drool staying.
You can see he's got some company.
I'll give him 20 minutes to finish their fucking orgy. While I sit at the bar and don't drink alcohol.
Another water, please.
Oh, please, your finest water.
Can I just get some soup broth in a mug?
And I'll just talk to this guy about, you know, sharks or some shit.
It's the one thing he doesn't want to talk about.
What does he want to talk about?
Okay.
The number 15.
He wants
Number
to talk,
15.
He wants to
Number
talk
15.
about the new elemental horses.
Mm-hmm.
He wants one.
I like horses. I'll talk about horses with him for a while. Give them a chance to clean up their mess before I enter whichever fucking room it was. I'm sure Molly had told me which room it was.
Not with his modest lifestyle. That's so fucking funny. Yeah. If you have any like questions for him, or if there's anything you want to know, let me know. But otherwise, you guys make your way into the mansion.
Mm-hmm. It's cooking time.
Hang with Pooh while she cooks. And then go to bed.
Alright, tonight we're making roasted goose. Yeah, roasted goose. And goose.
What?
Don't worry about that.
Roasted goose.
Roasted goose.
My brain
him.
is stuck in silly mode.
What's up? Can a seer come up in your mansion? What?
No, you're excluded for that. You have to sleep in the actual bed tonight.
The door's right there, but Alonso is just stuck in the fucking room.
Man, fuck you. I'll see you back in the tavern. Oh, Adelante's Unalighta's true self is coming out.
Oh no.
Unalighta will sleep in the double bed in the room with the door 5 feet from her.
We'll let you in if you.
Oh no. I knew it was coming.
I need Zarin to say it. Zarin, you know the condition.
Zaren's not here.
Zaren's dead. I've put him in the roasting pot.
Vel been pooping up a storm.
What the fuck?
Man, I'm just trying to ship, but this shit got hands.
So how was the orgy?
Oh, I got started cooking dinner. I didn't even get to the orchard. Overall, I mean, like, it seems like it's a pretty good idea. I don't know how it's gonna work out with the dragons and everything. Expecting more dead sharks.
You guys know what would be a great idea?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine universal law among the kingdoms.
That really doesn't usually work because the places are different.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we could unite them.
Yeah, but like one city will have different resources than a different city, and therefore the rules apply differently.
Yeah, but like a united governing body, that's sounding an awful lot, maybe a little dictatory. Perhaps.
And nobody likes dictators.
No. So, like, a dictator is, like, absolute rule. This would be a...
Universal law sounds a lot like absolute rule.
Isn't that kind of like what Celestia's doing right now?
Celestia ain't doing shit.
She is enforcing a balance that exists without the direct hand of the gods upon it. The closed system.
Okay, but just imagine a singular banner that the world unites under.
Yeah, like imagine if when everyone died they all went to the same place. That'd be cool.
I thought Caitlyn said, like, yeah, like when Fenrir wins the war and finishes ruling as they rightfully should.
Yeah. And the Garleans take over.
What are you trying
See
to
what they
get
got-
at here?
Wait, did you say when the Garleans take over? We gotta put some pearls on our foreheads.
Garlemald. Gonna be Laha Brand dies first.
Look, I'd make a good Zeno, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all are speaking a foreign language.
Yeah, we
Malia continues to crunch on potato chips.
I'll get jaded enough to become a Selk, an Emmett Selk.
He's sitting at the bottom of the ocean remembering everything. It's very fitting for where we're going right now.
Yeah. I just think the world is divided upon itself by its own means. So if we could unify the world, show the different nations that we're not so different at all.
How would you even do this?
That would take years, but I mean, it's a good dream.
Without coercion.
Forceful coercion.
Well, first you'd have to cut off the head of every snake that sits on a throne or holds a political office.
I should look at Ku.
I mean, I've seen it done before. It's just never really lasts.
Ashton says as they're holding the Communist Manifesto.
Where'd you get that?
That way you can be God Emperor. And everyone does what you want.
Is that the plan? You want to be God Emperor?
No, I do not see myself as a god.
I mean, if that were the case, he'd be stuck on the throne forever.
What is it? Wizard King?
It'd be tough to enforce everything everywhere at once.
It could be.
And effectively, that would be changing like everyone's mindset for like the last couple hundred years or thousands, and especially like the elves and such with their memories and all.
You're talking like this is something you're considering.
No. We call it spitballing.
I think
Is this a
what we
brainstorming
call
session?
this is like, oh fuck, I lost the word right as I was about to make the joke. Crowdsourcing. What's it called when you get focus testing? He's got a group of people and he's trying to figure out if this idea plays.
These are the sort of conversations that happen in kitchens.
It really is. I mean, idealistically, like even the Feywild, there's the Immortal King. All the princes and such.
Okay, but that's a different, like, universe, or whatever the fuck.
Plane
of existence, yeah.
Either way, you're saying you want people to be more united. We just simply have to undo what Celestia did. Bring back... Oh, I didn't tell you guys this, did I?
Huh?
So, I don't know what you guys know about death. But these days,
I've done it once.
When you die and you stay dead, you go to your own little heaven related to one of the gods. The one that basically owns / created the area where you live. This is a new thing. Before Celestia, there was one heaven. And everyone all got along, all peacefully. And we just have to undo that.
To have.
And, you know, maybe then people will be more friendly towards each other.
So it's kind of like breaking the enforced order to allow chaos to make new order.
I would also say, Ashen, as a person who has studied the Outer Planes, what Caitlin is talking about is that the current planar system you have is a fractured version of what a real system should look like, is what her statement would imply.
You're wrong. Let me draw this diagram of exterior planes. Here's the Feywild, here's the Underdark, here are the elemental plane, and then here are the all external planes. Okay. Are you saying that
Caitlin's notebook, or from Vega's book of interplanar travel that you studied? You realize that the planes that you guys have don't match the planes of like hers. It is not the system here that you have where it is all of these even spokes on these wheels. It is 5 coming off in different directions like a star pattern. And while the Shadowfell and the inner planes of earth and fire and air still exist, your outer planes are in imbalance. There are more at the top than there are at the bottom.
So I'd like to point out that when you die, you don't go to personal heaven. You can also go to a personal hell, it looks like.
The
Stop
fuck?
being bad. Just stop being bad boys.
Well, it's a good thing I've been nothing but good.
I don't mean like personal, one person goes by themselves. I mean, there are the five new versions of Cthulhu's, the gods. 2, 3, 4, 5. These. Say I'm from Faerun, so I'll probably go to War's Heaven when I die. And Ku is from somewhere else, and will go to somewhere else when they die. And
Actively trying to avoid that, but yeah, you know, great thought in this whole scheme.
me and Ku will never get to interact ever again.
Yeah, it's pretty shit.
Why don't you just tell your goddess to combine her plane?
Because
Because Celestia is the one with all the power at the moment. And she is the one who divided the Golden Heaven.
so it's like a school, and she's the principal, and she's not letting anyone, you know, cross over their class.
So, yeah.
Wait, why did she divide it to begin with?
Punishment for the war of the gods.
I can assume.
The second meeting for Order of Balance, where all the mortal gods were banished.
It took Celestia and a team of the most powerful, magically created, magically gifted with knowledge mages at that time.
So you want to unify the planes
And the world.
and the world, but that's a different thing.
I'm gonna undo Celestia's fucker.
But how far? Do we bring them all the way back and make them walk the world again, fix the mistakes that humanoids have made?
Well, it's all very opinionated.
I mean, combining the planes sounds more like removing the dividers versus subjugating the masses, I guess.
I simply want to remove Celestia's authority.
But then somebody has to be that authority.
If you remove
Power vacuums are potentially really bad.
That's what the book is for.
To what?
I believe Galen is suggesting we empower the minor gods.
No.
Them to our level.
Well, that would involve reforming Cthulhu's, which I've been told is a very bad idea. And not what the minor gods want at all.
Would they not be empowered themselves?
I think individually, maybe, but they should not be reformed.
You speak of a power vacuum to do away with Celestia. They have trouble believing that a goddess of balance is wholly bad for them. I am the outsider here.
Don't worry, we both are.
But you still grew up here. Your life is very different.
Fair enough.
We're having another conversation where we might change the entirety of what we're doing.
So what do you expect to do with the book, Caitlin?
I sort of challenged War.
To become war?
Yes. And as you can see, she didn't take my powers. She's... she wouldn't admit it herself, but she needs a break. And maybe someone can do it better. And maybe that can be said for all of the minor gods.
Well, there's a demon lord that needs slaying.
Yeah, you all know me. I'm not the type to plan super far ahead.
Well, I mean, effectively, once he's removed, there's obviously the other various issues.
Like Jacob.
Mm-hmm. Oh. More or less curious if he would stay dead or just go to his heaven effectively finally.
Jacob is immortal, but not unkillable.
Not invincible.
The demon lord is much more worrisome for me than the unkillable. One of them is for sure dead. My understanding, unless we're confident that Derek is slain.
We've beat the Darkin before.
Nope.
I really don't want to fight it underwater.
We held the Darkin off until Jacob's spell went off.
No, I'm just saying, I think we killed it.
You did fight it before that. You fought it in the snow. Remember, it was being preceded by brigands who were chasing down people that were running from
Yeah.
killed it
We
outright.
killed it. And then it was back.
Naturally regenerating.
In the demi.
Oh no, yeah, we killed it and then it went back into its plane. So yes. Oh, we killed it in its plane, so it's probably actually for it dead. And
That was where
into book.
Mage was saying where the spell went off.
Yeah. What was the question? Also, I mean, Sluggoth is also dead.
That's what Aiden said. He said, we only know one for sure is dead unless you guys are confident that the Derrican is not coming back. Because he doesn't know. He's saying he's not. We may be able to kill Jacob, but killing Felixar is another thing.
So the Derrican was powered by Jacob's spellbook. Velixar might have a similar source.
The Derrican was able to reform its body because of the journal, which was, and you freed it from the Demigod, which is technically Alpha's time.
So it didn't need the book to be alive. Just was using to be stronger.
It didn't need the book to be alive, but it would not have been able to build the body out of nothing without it. Like, it didn't physically escape into the world, you know? He's a demon. So, yeah.
Oh, the water part doesn't really seem too avoidable, sadly. It's more or less figuring out how the fuck we're gonna get down there and also get the, pressure stuff to survive it.
This seems the place where godly magic would be the most useful. Are we sure we want to keep Adelante locked out of the mansion? Was that a bit?
I forgot that was a bit.
I think Hunter's just not here.
No, I've been here the whole time. It's just you guys keep saying beep, so I muted my mic.
Wait, never mind.
The way it beeps right when I say the word beep.
They turn to you, who's been standing in the corner this whole time. You and Zoran are there making out.
Yup, I'm honking her titty.
It's larger than it was before. No, it's not.
It was
not.
larger.
They've grown.
They're humongous. They're
Does it sound like a bicycle horn?
Now I'm flat. I'm flat as a board.
No!
Hell yeah.
This is how we get Zoran to pay attention for the business situation.
Why would I want you now? I mean,
What?
Whoa.
Okay, anyway. So pitch me the idea. What's up?
Can Ashura protect us to get to the bottom of the ocean?
Well,
Godly assistance.
I'm not sure mechanically. Out of character. Can I?
Out of character, that is basically like, that is pretty much around the level of what it would do.
Sure.
It's not
okay.
a wish spell, but it is like some kind of powerful magic that you yourself can't do.
Right. He
is
can
the
take.
perfect
He can
example
help
of
us
it.
get to the bottom of the.
Right.
Okay. So then. I'm sure it would be possible, and I feel like his assistance in that matter is guaranteed in this scenario.
The other option is that I could wish whatever structure is down there above the water.
No.
That could cause quite a bit of issues.
Right.
And
It'd be
the
safer to go
body.
down.
total on your body would make you dead weight.
Then it's settled. We go down.
Ooh. Down is the way.
Keep saying it.
Hey,
Keep
hey.
saying
I'm sorry, your mic picks it up.
it. I'll leave, bro. I will leave.
How can we be sure we have the right spot? How can we be sure we have the right spot?
Caitlin knows what the right spot is.
We triangulate.
Oh yeah, pretty much. You know, just we'll have to keep a lookout for the waves. That one specific wave on the map. Well, we sort of made a deal with your lady. Oh, look at Malia. And she said she'd show us where it was. Surely when we get in the area, she can maybe give us a hint.
Little ping, ping.
Didn't she literally show us on the map exactly where it was?
Yeah, but it
They
was
don't-
like 1 mile away from where I had it anyway. It was close enough.
Yeah, it was pretty on point.
Yeah. I'm assuming we just go right to that point on the map and we get there.
Do you know how to?
Just swim down.
Yeah.
Ocean's
Did you
pretty
think it
big.
was
To give her credit, it's been 3 weeks since we had the session where we discussed the consequences of diving that deep on the body.
Without complete magic
right,
protection.
right.
Yeah.
We're using god magic.
Yeah. I doubt there's gonna be a big sign in the middle of the ocean that says swim down here. So maybe. How accurate is the marker that was left on our map?
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It is accurate, but even
But
like
still,
if I
yeah.
take you guys to the world map, it's a big map.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
the distance that you're covering to get there, even if you left like straight from the peninsula, is almost 250 miles. That little point itself is like almost a mile square,
Mm.
right? So like, it's an area of seafloor that you would need to search to some degree.
I mean,
Well-
it's a big city. We could find a big city in a mile
We could
square.
technically just we could use magic to search it, right? Like fucking whatever the Malia's like eye and stuff like that.
Sure.
We
I
can
don't
also
think it
wait
works
for-
underwater.
Why
We
wouldn't
can
it?
also wait for the undead to start emerging from the depths.
What,
I think
why,
once skeletal dragons come out from the bottom of the ocean, we're
I think we'd
probably
notice.
close.
We notice something as we get
Oh
closer.
yeah. Are we gonna tell whoever owns this ship that they're gonna
No.
attack me undead probably?
No, that's how you get them to not give us a ship.
It's a pretty good fashion of like everyone telling you to go fuck yourself.
This area, sorry, the dark area of the ocean is already like the hey, don't fucking go there area.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be pretty hard to get someone to take us there.
All the more
Well,
reason
we
to
got-
not tell them why.
We got Lascalar to take us across the ocean.
Yeah, but he very specifically stayed along the coast.
I mean, we could
Because-
have paid him off to take some shortcuts.
I was gonna say.
I mean, we'd also all effectively jump ship, and they would just leave us.
Just tell him we're deep sea fishermen.
Mm-hmm.
To the teeth.
We're owl exterminators.
What?
It's a Futurama bit.
Oh, I went. What?
The arcane eye, I don't think it works through any solid things, which I think would include water.
Water.
water's not solid?
Hey.
Water is
Water's
a
not
liquid.
solid,
It
it's
is
liquid.
like
Is that how
the
that works?
quintessential
The
liquid.
states of matter, Stark. The states of matter.
But like,
Just because it's dense doesn't mean it's not liquid still.
The Arcane Eye also does have an HP.
It's true.
It's gonna
So
Would
eight-
eventually
eight-
be crushed.
Yeah, from the pressure.
It would not work, but not for the reasons you guys think. That's their.
I could just spend the next 20 years casting Disintegrate on the ocean.
Do you think you would meaningfully affect, like, not to be a dick, but do you think that would meaningfully affect the level of the ocean? Like,
Take me to the polar caps.
Water.
Take me to the polar caps right now. I got a great idea.
I feel like Dark Star would be more effective.
But it doesn't destroy water.
Why not just banish the ocean? Duh.
I cast a destroy water, the fucking like level 2 cleric spell.
Is the ocean considered an object?
No.
Quick, we need someone to do control water and just cube our way all the way down.
Can I get a Moses parting the Red Sea spell?
With his Beyblade.
With his Beyblade. Let it rip!
You guys don't know that it's Beyblade lore that Moses parted the Red Sea with a Beyblade.
I'm sorry. What?
In the Beyblade show, Moses parts the Red Sea with a Beyblade.
Beyblade show had Moses in it?
Yes.
That's
Beyblade Moses.
So fucking funny.
Just search it and click images.
Nice.
It's true.
Beyblade Moses. The more you know. You guys finish your cooking. You have a delicious meal.
Yeah.
You eventually go to sleep, thoughts of what will or will not happen swirling in your minds. In the morning, do you prepare in any specific way for the coming day?
Ooh.
A bath.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the classic Death Ward on me and Aiden again.
Chill.
Molly will mention to Ashen. My understanding is the best way to unite the masses is to give them a common enemy or a common fear.
Celestial.
Hmm? Oh, oop, thank you.
Alrighty then. I did not see that, Caitlin. Missed it.
We both clicked the exact same one at the same time.
You return to the world. You make your way out into your room. It is not filled with evil, and you do not immediately die. You come down the stairs together, and a different person is at the bar, keeping an eye on it.
How many fingers?
10.
On one hand?
No, 6 on one, 4 on the other. Plus thumbs.
God damn.
I don't want to talk to this guy.
Who has 6 thumbs? As Aaron's immediately interested.
Nope, not 6 thumbs. That's really funny. He has 1 normal hand and 1 hand with 2 extra fingers.
Alright, where's the bus station?
Oh man, I'm holding back. I'm holding back.
This is rock bottom.
I need to get away.
Where is the bus station?
He'll nod to the guy behind the counter.
Tired nod.
And
The bags under their eyes indicate they've been on night shift.
toss them the key. Thanks.
Then
The orgy was awesome.
I fucking God.
Their face goes in their hands like, oh god.
No, it was the 3 consensual couples
All
having
in the
sex,
same bed. All in the same double bed.
but not touching each other.
Yeah.
30 feet
That way,
apart.
it was not an orgy.
Actually,
It's not even. The beds aren't even dirty.
It was just a commune event.
we're just praying.
You guys make your way out onto the street and hear the sounds of a city that houses many an exotic creature waking up.
I think you all need to work hospitality or retail at some point. Molly says.
Oh no, I've done
Oh,
that before.
I thought you meant IRL. I was like,
The last place I did that was
Why?
at a fucking Trow
Because
Castle.
y'all are being so awful to this poor.
yeah, that can be part of the new universal law. It's like a mandatory drafting. Once you turn like 17, you got to do a year of
Retail.
retail
Nice.
and then hospitality.
From this angle in the morning, you can see what looks like several different groups of people clustered around jetties coming out onto the pond. And you can see several different creatures being fed by teams of individuals. You can see massive sea lions. You can
Hey,
see huge crocodiles and alligators, as well as what looks like a hippocamp, which is a larger version of a horse with a fish back half.
Thank you. I literally wasn't imagining a campsite with a bunch of hippopotamus.
Here, I will
I've
get
heard,
you
I've heard of hippocampus, which is like part of your brain,
Hippos are scary.
and they're all living in the same pond.
They're one of the angriest fucking.
hippocamp.
No, that's a
Mystery.
seahorse. All right, where's the bus station? We gotta get a bus to the bus.
You would assume that it is near one of the entrances to town. You don't see it here. It must be on the other side of town, near the other gate.
I'm not allowed to move the party token.
Begin making your way through town. As you make your way to the massive open square, you can see what looks like maybe 30 or 40 different stalls, each with a single or pair of creatures on display, as people hawk their particular breed or variety of creature to the milling masses. They range from the poorest commoners looking for hardy livestock for their farm to the richer nobles looking for fine exotic pets or mounts to impress their fellows, to military members of either the wizarding ruling class or even the common foot soldier, finding strong creatures that could fight and stand up for themselves on the battlefield. It is probably the most eclectic sight you have all seen in some time. And like I said, the creatures here range from axebeaks to griffins to horses to elephants. There is more than one rhinoceros in this area, and what appears to be a woolly mammoth.
Sounds stinky.
Mm-hmm. There's also a few, you see only one each of these, but a few dinosaurs.
I knew I should have taken True Polymorph.
That's fine. Now that Aiden's seen the dinosaur, I can turn into it.
Aiden already canonically turns into a dinosaur.
Yeah, I know. We fucking even Liana was turning into dinosaurs.
Yeah. Does anything catch your guys' eye as you're walking through?
all of it.
I don't think I have enough money for anything to catch my eye.
Zaren's behaving.
Why is Zaren wondering what these would taste like?
Yes.
With hot sauce.
How much is one of them water-infused griffins? I assume they're like thousands of gold.
You don't see any elementally infused creatures. Even though they're the talk of the town, like some kind of big announcement was made, you don't see any. Would you like to try and grab someone and talk to them? Perhaps one of the guard that leans somewhat awkwardly against the large tree stump in the middle of this area here. Though it is a stump, it is 20 feet tall and about 40 foot in radius. There are
There's
pegs all over it where people have tied their mounts for centuries.
Those water griffin things not for sale yet?
But not since, the dark day. You didn't heard, tourist?
No, was this like a week ago?
Half a week, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we might have seen some of the evidence of that on the road.
How you mean?
Oh, like a chariot was...
Yeah. We had a couple horses go missing, and so where it goes later that day, the whole sky went dark for an hour. People saw a bunch of red and blue lights in the sky.
Oh boy.
But you didn't hear from me. I know somebody who knows somebody who cleans the stables. They're saying they explode. Gives you like an eyebrow raise and leans back.
Claims the viscera.
And, better than. He'll jerk a thumb over his shoulder towards the, probably the largest building on the hill here. It appears to be a manor of some kind. Keeping it all hush-hush. Nothing like a lowly guard like me would know. Certainly nothing like a priest of war would.
Yeah, fuck rich
care.
people, am I right? Ignore my super expensive items. Alright, well, have a good one. I didn't hear it from you.
You guys
I'll tell
continue on?
everyone that Jacob exploded all of the fucking creatures that had energy in them.
So
Not just the ones
the
on the road.
sky went dark for an hour?
That's pretty fucked.
It's
You ask
definitely got
anyone else?
more than a couple horses worth of energy.
So he's just pulling energy from wherever he can get it?
We'll have to see if any of those animals made it when we get to the port.
Anyone can roll me an Arcana to remember the many things that you've learned about the different Demon Kings.
Bump, 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 bump.
Who's gonna get higher, Clue or Ashen?
Ashen.
Oh.
The Blood Feaster?
Once per session. Oh.
I've just got a note here in the list of demons that just says the Blood Feaster.
That's the Darragons.
No, that's not the vamp. Oh, okay.
I have What do I have? Unleashed after creation event of Carthulos and Celestia later told they were Carthulos' creation began to devastate the land. Elves being rallied by Celestia. Universally wiped out. Celestia's forced direct intervention and created an order of wizards to subdue the beast. Sluggoth. I know Sluggoth killed the Elf King.
Killed and was killed by, yeah.
Yeah.
They traded because of lag.
They traded because of lag?
Amazing.
That's so fucking funny. You both remember from what Jacob told you about it, Ku and Ashen, that the Beast of 1,000 Faces is not inherently a powerful being. It contains immense knowledge and ability, but it must use the power of others. Jacob uses the power of Velixar to feed off of his god, Karak, and by that function wield divine power. But it is possible for that source to be anything. You don't know what the limits of that ability are.
So maybe he used these horses as a battery to create all those undead he sent at us.
Or he's using it to get to the bottom of the ocean.
Are they only water-infused things?
Either way, like, if they can dive deeper, then I would imagine, especially if we're gonna have trouble, he's gonna have trouble, because he's immortal by age, but, like you said, mortal by physicality?
Killable, but not
Which means he can't survive.
unaging.
Yeah, which means he can't survive the bottom of the ocean unless he has something to give it to him. But he's probably finding a way to get down there. Oh, we're just behind him.
We did stop to read books for a while.
They were good books.
As you get to this point, you reach the edge of the city, and you can see a line of people queuing up for what appear to be 3 wagons in order, each pulled by a tired but well-fed looking elephant.
That is so dopey.
Big line or?
14, 15 people. These wagons look like they'd be good for like 20 people, so if you guys got in line,
that's
you could
fine.
be on this or the next one.
Elefante line.
So they are like full buses.
It's honestly the best use.
Yeah, most of the people in line appear to be sailors or dock workers headed down, but you do see like 1 or 2 people that don't fit that description. Nobles or perhaps house servants, or just an ordinary person headed to the docks for business of their own. As you queue up, it is a pair of copper to ride.
Yeah. We're going for elephant bus ride.
Hell yeah. Elephant bus.
Elephant
Everybody
bus.
subtract 2 copper from your sheet. It's a bus, they don't give change back, so if you don't have any copper or silver, if you don't have any silver or gold, if you don't have any gold,
Every time they honk
about
the horn.
$1,000 for a $2 thing.
Instead of honking the horn, it's an elephant trumpet.
You all aboard the public transport, the first of its kind that you've seen in the course of this adventure.
So much better than other places.
Yeah, it's a little bit less than a half-day journey. 2.5, 3 hours. Riding south to the docks. Is there anything that you guys would do or talk about? Well, you can be overheard by the common folk.
Yes, yes. Let's discuss the demons and stuff.
Well, I mean,
Right.
we can at least discuss trying to get to the bottom of the ocean and all that. It's like, isn't there a way Atalante can manipulate the water to, like, not really be an elevator, but at least be like a cube going down, and then we can have, like, the breathing ability? The difference is like, the crush is, like, the biggest thing we have to worry about.
That would be the time limit on the spell.
Hmm.
You would eventually arrive at the outskirts of what is essentially a continuation of the city, more outskirts. There are plenty of buildings built up around a score of warehouses and smaller dwellings that are right against the somewhat hodgepodge docks that jut out at varying lengths. Some of them seem to be made from entirely different types of lumber. As you make your way through the small, almost sub-village towards the water. Though it is fairly, still, while it is still morning, it is close to midday, and most of the ships that were leaving have already left with the tide. However, there are still several vessels at port. Most small fishing vessels, but you can make out a large, deep boat, not unlike a barge, that could be useful for short coastal travel, and a single large vessel that appears to not have sails of any description. It seems to have some strange protrusions on the front with large hooks for chains to be attached.
Well, that looks like the only suitable boat that's still here. Maybe we should talk to whoever's in charge.
I think so too. Hopefully they'll let us rent it for the destination. Might have some knowledge on other diving as well.
Or the other animals.
Shoo-ba-doo-boo-boo-doo.
I think we could just tell them that we're looking for, like, underwater ruins and that we don't really need a one-way trip.
They can just drop us off.
Alright, do you guys start heading down the long stone dock, one of the oldest looking ones that protrudes the farthest out of those in vision of you. You can see some of the guards atop the closest watchtower turn and look at you, but most refocus their gaze after a few moments. Maliaku, as you approach, you can hear a man yelling at a crew to finish loading and unloading some type of cargo. They appear to be unloading barrels and rolling them down the gangway and reloading with some crates of some description. They don't have runes or writing on the outside.
Hello? Is there a captain we can talk to?
That should be me. How could I help you, Lassie? Come on down here. You don't need to be all that high up.
Oh, alright.
I'll gesture for you to take the ladder on the side there. Down to the level that he's on.
We were wondering if you drop people off on, like, brief excursions.
This ain't no sightseeing vessel.
Oh, definitely
You'll be
not.
wanting one of the fishing ships.
Where we're going is the depths.
Really? What depths? I'm pretty familiar with all the wrecks in the area.
Something to do a little bit on research and also some ruins that might be there. Not sure if you would have some extra information on diving as well. Getting down to the bottom of wrecks and all.
My job involves staying above the water, if you take my meaning.
Understandable. But, who's got the map? Where are we marked in?
It's about 250 miles east of here.
Mm-hmm.
As the crow flies.
As the boat sails.
This boat's sailing south.
Oh.
What's this expedition worth? He'll look at the jetty where a couple more of you are standing. 6 of you.
A few days each way shouldn't cost you a lot. How about 800 gold?
He was lifting like some kind of canteen to his lips, and he'll stop. Let's just say 800 and put it in, clasp it, and say 800 is. I don't dislike hearing that number, but what could be so important that you pay me
Well, like we said, there's going to be ruins down there.
250 a day?
Also, we know not a lot of people like going near the depths. That's...
Far outside of the shipping lanes is a wee bit dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Waves are not managed. I'd have to consult my storm charts, but I'm getting the feeling that you all want to leave sooner than later.
Preferably. You seem pretty well stocked and ready.
He'll glance over at the ship and say, as we are. We'd have to finish, it would take a few hours. This is one of the fastest ships that's ever made it to this stinky little port.
Even better. Only a couple days work and then you'll be able to drop us off.
Would you give a good man a few hours to settle his own business? I wasn't planning to depart today.
Well, you're the captain.
Yeah. Your ship?
That I am, Captain Cadler.
Pleasure to meet you. Kuposha.
Cadler Ulrich. And what about the rest of you?
Well, behind me is Aiden Khan. Up there is Caitlin, Adelante, and I see Zarenis come running up.
Waving.
Malia went back for Ashen because they haven't moved.
We have two others that would be coming in. I think they're just a little late behind.
I'll assume that at least 2 of you are a couple, and I'll have enough beds.
3 couples. Fields up 3. And
do have-
1 not couple.
Are you,
So-
what do they call it, pineapplers? Upside down pineapple.
I love pineapples.
I think maybe.
Some of them, yeah. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
What you do in your own time is your business. Leave any messes that you can't clean up.
I point at Koo.
Point to Coop. Swinger. Alright. Half your deposit, half for the deposit now, have once we take off.
So, what's pulling this, by the way? You don't have sails.
We don't have sails, but we have whales. Team of the 4 strongest ever trained.
Nice.
Fierce beasts.
A sail, whales good at keeping your ship, afloat?
Very.
I don't have good history with ships. I'll climb down and I will give him 40 platinum.
Dope. He will take it. Yell once more a set of orders for the people to finish loading and unloading respectively the boat, and he will make his way into the town for some time. You guys have a couple hours to kill.
Adelante, let's go have a date.
You can get some killer seafood out here.
Get some awesome fish tacos.
Yo.
If you're allergic
yeah.
to something in real life, is your character automatically then allergic to it?
No.
D&D.
No.
Shellfish are not fish,
They're food.
right? You said you can have shrimp.
I need my diet to be sea fish and bananas and what else am I allergic to? Avocados and
Oh, damn, avocados. Dang.
yeah.
Is there...
Fish fruit or
Did
just
you know-
avocados?
If you're allergic to bananas, you're automatically allergic to avocados.
That's fucking wild. I didn't even know that.
Avocados make my mouth itchy, but I eat them anyway.
That's
Yeah, you're
savage.
not supposed to. They get. You're not supposed to do
That's
that.
an allergy.
You make your allergy worse when you eat or consume.
But guacamole's so good.
That's my favorite TikTok series. My followers tell me fruit, and I tell them if it's supposed to be spicy. That's my favorite TikTok series. It's so fucking funny.
Okay,
No,
but yeah.
watermelon is not supposed to be spicy. No, it's not. No, bananas aren't spicy. No, it's not.
Is there anywhere around here that's like a sandy beach?
Yeah.
Or is it all
Yeah.
sort of drop-offs like this?
Yeah, you would have to go a little bit out of town. That's
Beach
Finland's just gonna stand
15
like
minutes of walking.
ankle deep in water and not go any further in.
Just stare at the ocean as it comes to claim you.
He's preparing herself just to be
Yeah,
on a
wow.
boat for days.
while the clergy building in Quadwar seemed to be devoted to Mentor, there are several actually small, looking hand-built stone buildings that appear to be places of respite for devotees of the journeyman. This is very common in any heavily seafaring-based area. Of course it's familiar to you, Caitlin, that's cool.
Oh, where did it go, the creature?
That's so wild.
Alright, you, Adelante and Zoran have a date. You eat delicious seafood. And Adelante doesn't die.
Yeah.
Eventually the captain will come back. I assume somebody waited near the dock to see him. Or you guys are all just prepared to be back on time.
I would be waiting near the dock. No, she ran away.
Adelante didn't move, so I went to go get the seafood too, and then bring it back to her. So.
Hit everyone with that A-pod. The captain is ready.
Y'all get
I
on
guess
the
Ashen
boat.
and I also
Get on the boat.
got food, but Ashen.
Azarin
What
is
are we
looking at the
eating?
crossbow.
Hmm?
What are we eating? Look at this McDonald's fillet of fish.
God
Is
damn.
McDonald's out here?
Grilled scallops.
Oh,
Okay,
What the scallop?
bacon wrap.
grilled scallops.
Hey Malgal, try this. Feed you scallop.
I hate Malgal. Not
So angry.
good.
Oh yeah, Captain Coldwell. This ship's not super big. Is there space for a horse?
No.
All right. My fucking horse will disintegrate before his eyes.
Malgal.
You trick.
What the fuck?
Why do you keep running
No,
away
his name
from me
is
every time I
Captain
catch up?
Cadler Ulrich.
Because
Adler.
we're
Coldwell
supposed. I
Quest.
can't move us together. We're going to the boat.
I catch up to you and you behind.
Everybody, all aboard!
And then we move forward.
Oh, we're getting on another goddamn boat.
Yeah.
RP in your mind's eye that
Where
we're
were
walking
you
together.
for the last?
This has been the plan for like 3 sessions.
Ready to suffer.
I thought we were just gonna hoist the city out from the ocean.
Well, we
Wow.
gotta get there
You
first.
said that was a bad plan.
Did I say that was a bad plan?
You did.
Yeah,
You
but I would be
100%
dead
did.
right.
You
Bro,
had
Literally earlier this session.
a memory
not
lapse
okay.
of the fucking match.
I'm not doing okay.
It's alright, buddy.
I had to work Saturday and I was up early today. I'm not well rested.
I blame all
Do you
the,
want to call it here? This is sort of a natural stopping point,
yeah,
rather than subjecting you guys to days of boat travel right now.
yeah,
How
next
many
time.
days of boat travel are we subjected to?
How many sessions were we on a boat last time?
Like 6.
A whole
Yeah.
month.
The whole in-game month.
A whole IRL month.
Molly would introduce herself to the captain as well, properly.
Excellent.
Also, heads up, I'm not gonna be here the 25th.
No!
Alright, we just have to end everything next week
2
on the 18th.
sessions.
We just have to do everything that is left that Shirley we didn't even do one of the things that I had prepped for today after getting out of fucking Oh goodness. Surely this game will, like, I was like, yeah, this game's gonna end, and then we're not ending. The game continues.
How many days
Isn't
of travel
25th
are
a Sunday for you?
looking at?
No.
The 25th is a Monday.
I will be in Japan.
Wapan.
Japan.
For how long?
A week.
Nice.
But a week starting the 19th.
Even better.
Japan.
But only one Monday.
Yeah.
Just
This
come
is
back
what-
2 days early. So it's for D&D.
Just do D&D the morning in my hotel
D&D.
room.
Yeah, there you go. That would
This
be
is what I
fun.
said, Nate. If you didn't time skip, we're in the middle of the ocean. It was gonna take like 10 sessions for us to get there, and it wasn't wrong.
You did say that.
How many days of travel is it on boat from this point?
3.
Oh my
Less
god.
than 2.5.
Listen, the in-game days don't matter. We're on a boat. It's going to last a month.
No. No, it's not.
It's going to.
No,
What
it's
if we
not.
just-
I'm gonna make it happen.
He's gonna
This
fast
is-
forward this shit so
This
hard.
is
Can we-
literally the Berserk boat arc when they stopped producing Berserk due to a hiatus when he was on the fucking boat. That's what's gonna happen to us.
Hey,
Summer's coming
Game
up.
just dies. We just
Guys.
sit, like
It
what are we doing? Because I might have to go take my dog outside. He's like shaking.
Just
yeah,
go.
we can stop. This is
Fucking take
like,
'em.
like you could have done that in game, like been like I gotta take my dog out, and we like
in
go.
game.
Well, I didn't
Uh,
notice until right now.
Why don't we just do extra time for D&D?
I can't.
We can.
Fair.
I can't.
It's very hard to
Like-
fit any other days that we're all free. This is busy with something else. Unless y'all want to do like a Saturday morning thing, but I don't even know what time that would be. That would be like 4 a.m. for Jake.
That's,
Like I'd usually be free, but I have no idea what my schedule is now.
Unless we start earlier than 8 p.m. on a Monday.
Mm.
Can't do that. Last I checked, we could do that. Due to,
I don't get off of work until 7, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright, so we start at 7:01.
And Nate just DMs from the Uber.
I mean, I work from home. It's not that. It's that I need 15 minutes minimum to be like, all right, what the fuck is D&D? How do I run again?
Mm-hmm.
To
With
just
your
situate
legs.
myself. All right, since we're ending the session, I'm gonna go and pee because I've been dying. I'll be back.
On the boat again.
So I have a question for Gordon. Is Berserk over with them being on the boat? Because I know it's Berserk's finished and they fucking died.
Well, I thought they said they wanted to finish the series, but I might be wrong. They might have just ended it.
I was gonna say, literally the exact same thing has happened with Hunter x Hunter. They're like, here's this new arc, we're on a boat. Alright, hiatus time.
Lol XD.
And now your boy's like, lol, I'm dead.
Damn. Damn, son. Lol, I'm
Look,
dead.
being a mangaka is a fucking curse at the moment.
It's a stressful as fuck job.
Yeah.
Especially if you get into Shonen Jump.
I'll wait for Boatman. Okay, I'm gonna make some food. I'll be back in like 5 to 10.
Alright.